Got a very interesting automation game for you today. This is Alchemy Factory. This might just be, from the little time that I've spent with it, one of my most anticipated upcoming factory builders. This is a very fluid, very interesting game, all about building an alchemical factory. This is a hardcore automation game right here. Anyway, let's jump on in and see what we have got in store, shall we? Alright, this is our workshop. This is where we will be operating here. I am going to press and hold P to skip the tutorials, and we can look to the right for our main quest. Submit 20 large wooden gears. Indeed, we will do just that. We've got a sort of mailbox over here, which is going to inform us of our quests. So far, so good. There is a market over here. There's a vendor. We are able to buy logs, limestone, etc. There's a couple of things that are locked behind different levels. Don't worry, we'll explore that as we go. For now, however, we're just going to purchase a single log. Cost me 200 coins, 200 bronze coins. You can have a little look up in the top right-hand corner if you are interested in checking out my my coinage situation. After that, we're going to come on over to this little yard. This is where we have to work. We also have, you know, the inside of this space, but don't worry, we'll get to the inside here. And here we are going to do a little bit of building. We've only got a couple of different bits of furniture and decoration available at the present moment. We're going to immediately see if we can try and build a wooden table. It's going to cost me 20 out of my 200 wood. No worries, we'll get that down. So far, you're probably thinking, where's the automation potato? Let me tell you, this is where. Let's jump into the research tech tree. As you can see, there's a pretty extensive tech tree here that we are immediately going to start with. We got a table saw, literally a saw that sits on a table. I love the way that this operates, and let me show you how it works. I'm also going to get a small storage box. We're going to get a grinder as well as soon as this is done. Brilliant. Get that done. Consume research points. I have absolutely no idea where my research points are kept. Really have no idea. But we're going to get the storage box, the grinder, and the conveyor belt. And with that, we should have... Ooh, and an inclined conveyor. We'll maybe pick that up in just a minute. But with that, we have actually unlocked the keys to the kingdom. So, here's what we can do. We can place down the table saw. Boom. So far, so good. We can inspect it. We can have a little look. And, oh, look, if we add a log to it, then it's going to start turning all of the logs into planks. However, here's the crucial thing. We're not just, like, using the log up in, like, a millisecond. It's actually going to punt out a lot of planks. These are very, very small planks, visually. I don't know if they're supposed to be representative, but the point is that we don't use up our log. We have our planks, and that is fine. Now, here's what we can also do. We can also get some outputs. There we go, looking like so. Amazing. And this conveyor belt system, I don't know. I played a lot of automation games, right? And sometimes the conveyor belt system feels really fluid. This I can tell you feels good. Very, very good. This game is also multiplayer, by the way, so if you're interested in checking it out, then you can. Right, I've placed down a grinder. The thing about grinders, they don't actually do anything unless you have a conveyor belt feeding into the back of them. So, therefore, we're going to need to make sure that we get... There we go. There we go. And there we go. Look at how easy that was. We have immediately got a splitter and 3 roots all into different grinders. How fantastic. That is pretty darn good. So, we're going to get a storage box. Now, here's the thing. Is like, there's nothing stopping me from, like, not building on this table, right? Like, we could build anywhere else. I'm just choosing to build on the table right now for the sake of building on the table. It's a little bit easier to see what the heck is going on. Either way, after we grind down the planks, we get a large wooden gear, and a large wooden gear just happens to be the objective that we are moving towards. What else have we got going on? We got a little compendium here of devices, goods, materials, etc. We have got a little sort of production overview over here. We have got a game manual, which we are going to occasionally, you know, have a little look at. We got a blueprint mode, which will allow us to, you know, go into the... Okay, well, not actually select anything in the house, but when we build stuff, like the table, for example, you know, we can manipulate stuff like that. I'm not interested in faffing around with that. We've got an inventory with 139 planks. That's fine. And actually, I've got half a mind to just scoop a little, scoop a little bypass in there. So if there are any spare resources, then we will just yoink them straight on into the small storage box, which I think is perfect, actually. There we go. All right, yoink them out of there, and we will submit the 20 large wooden gears into the mailbox. Boom, and we are going to get some flax. Okay, it's got some combustible qualities. The good news is that we're also going to yoink ourselves 400 coins. And the greatest thing is that we have moved our alchemy level from 1 to 2. That means that we're going to be able to buy a bunch of additional stuff at the market, which is very good, and that'll give us access to more buildings, and more buildings means more fun. Right, new ingredients, flax seeds and limestone. Excellent. Okay, that's nice. I imagine that we're going to be able to sell things in due course, but not quite yet. Anyway, we have a main quest to submit 50 linen rope. This is crafted at the processor. Okay, we're going to go and buy a bit of limestone. Can't buy ore yet, but we can buy flax seeds. Okay, let's not buy flax seeds quite yet. Let's have a little look at the tech tree and see what we've got going on. We can always come back to the inclined conveyor, but we'll do that later. The crusher is the first thing on the agenda. Let's get that. That's going to allow us to crush limestone, I believe, in the same way that the table saw is allowing us to crush wood. By the way, we are still, after like 5 minutes, only like 50% of the way through the table saw, which I think is pretty darn cool. We've accumulated a few extra planks. Maybe we should be building a few extra planks, but I mean, it's pretty darn cheap to build. If we want to build another one of these things, it would only cost us 5 planks. I love that. I love when a game is so confident in what it's providing that you can just build stuff on the cheap. I think that's pretty darn cool. Right, so we got a crusher. This is the processor. This is going to allow us to do rope crafting, at the very least. The seed plot, I've got to imagine that we're going to be able to plant flax seeds in here. That's fine. So processor, let's get, and then the seed plot we will do after that. Do I want to build another table? I kind of do want to build another table, you know? I kind of like the fact that everything is, you know, to a degree elevated here. Right. Let's get this crusher right there. Let's inspect the crusher. We know exactly what's going to go in it. It's going to be a big old bit of lime, which I will do. Now, I don't know what we're going to do with the lime yet, but I know that we need to use it. Oh, it gives us stone. Okay, so the lime gives us stone. It doesn't give us, like, something, you know, that could be a rock for all I know. It doesn't really matter for us. We'll get the seed plot. What have we got here? A mortar. That's fine. Pestilent mortar. We got a small wooden gear, and then we've got a large storage box. Linen rope. Right, that is what we're after. So, seed plots, we will yoink. And then the linen thread, we will also yoink with a view to getting the linen rope afterwards. Let's pop back and buy the flax seed. Sure. And then, what do we need? Oh, we need 8 stone, I see. So, we need stone in order to build the plots. Let's add this here. And the sneaky thing about building that box in this configuration is that we can always slip another belt down if we need stone for some reason, for, you know, for some other production process. So, yeah, very happy to deal with that. Can I go maybe, I'll tell you what I should maybe just do. I should maybe just buy, like, 2 more bits of wood. Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost me 400 bronze coins in order to do, but, I mean, we just add them, and then they stack visually, very satisfying, but also we don't have to worry about it, and that is the most satisfying thing of all. Right. Looking good so far. How are we doing over here? I'll yoink all of these things out of there so that I can get all of the gears, fill up my inventory. Let's get some stone goods, and let's get this planted. We'll maybe get a little garden over here. Quick plant flax seeds. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so that's going to count down on 13 hours. We need a few more bits of stone in order to make this work. We do have, by the way, we do already have some farmed flax. So use seeds. No seeds available. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. We'll purchase 1 more, and then we'll plant 1 more over here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's how we do it if we want to go through the full mechanism. Right. Next thing that we need to get is this sucker. Let's have a little look. Inspect the processors. So, recipe not set. You need linen thread, and that looks to be A flax fiber, and that is crafted at the grinder. Okay, that's good to note. So we need another grinder basically right next door. Fine. And we plonk that down there, and then we plonk this into here. Inspect the crusher, throw... Wait, hold on. Crusher and the grinder are different. That is my bad. Of course the crusher is different to the grinder. Delete you. Then we'll put a small box... there we go. Here. No. Small box needs to go... Yeah, here. Small box here. Then come out, up, and we'll just stick with a singular grinder for now. But I can change that as we go. All right. Let's see. If we do need more grind capacity, then we can always deploy additional grinders. I am almost certain that we will, but you never know. This thing might process slowly. I mean, 3 seconds is what it takes. I don't know how long this one is, but let's give it a shot. Not enough ingredients. Okay, yeah. So it needs 3. So that's probably a good sign to get 3 grinders. The belt auto works there. Fantastic. This just feels good. I really cannot stress this enough. The belting in this game feels fantastic. It feels really, really good. Right. Let's yoink you out of here. Brilliant. Okay, now we have got linen thread. Fantastic. What is the next thing that we need to get? Herb planting? No. Active crafting devices? Yep, we've got that. Loans and bills. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. After setting up sale items by interacting with shelves. Okay, cool. So we can sell stuff in the shop. I am very interested in checking that out in just a second. What am I interested in? And yeah, how do we craft rope? I think it's here, isn't it? No. Where is it that we craft rope? We need to figure that out. Linen rope. It is in the processor, but yeah, we need to unlock the linen rope recipe first before we can get that done. Excellent. Right, should I see if I can maybe do some sales? I mean, we've got a big old box over here. Let's do that. Choose goods to sell. Large wooden gear. Fine. Restock large wooden gear. I'll throw them in. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So I hope people are going to come in and buy my goods in order for me to raise a little bit more cash. I certainly hope so. Let's yoink this down. I very much hope that we'll see. We'll see if we need to intervene. Right, add that in there. Good. We got a little bit of extra flax, which I can put into here. And how's this coming along? Still like 9 hours before it's fully up and running. Yeah, if I can get away with just having a single processor, that would be nice. Single processor for rope, that is. But we can make do with whatever configuration happens. Cool. All right, small storage box, literally just to store rope. Loads of linen thread coming through. Is there a little bit of an excess here? No, there is not. We've actually completely destroyed the backlog. I think this is good. I think it's matched. Very, very nice. Nobody coming to buy my stuff? I'm not surprised, because it is like midnight. Okay, we can head on up to bed. There is a bed that we can sleep in, which is going to move us into the next day. There's also a large storage box here for a couple of storage units, but I don't really care. How's this looking? Yoink, yoink, yoink. Take it all out. Good. Good, good, good. Alrighty, up to 20 linen rope. That's not looking too bad. Let's have... What am I looking at here? Why is there a... Oh, there we go. Just click to get rid of all of these notifications. What is that? Sand? Okay, cool. Good to note. Right, what am I looking to do? I have got to look at my research tech tree. Let's do some mortar research. We can craft a mortar at a processor. That's fine. And the small wooden gear, we can also craft at a processor from a large wooden gear. Presumably, that would give me some more stuff to sell, which is exactly what I am interested in doing. We have got a bunch of rock that is just chilling here, which is good, I suppose. Small wooden gear, yep. And a large wooden storage box. Level 3, I mean, we are moving towards level 3, slowly but surely. Also, I think, yeah, we are out of flax. We're out of flax. That's due in like 6 hours. Let's just go and snooze. There's pretty much no reason not to. We can have a little summary of the day, see how much we spent. I mean, I suppose it was our first day, so I mean, like we're getting the basics. We're getting the basics sorted. Very important that we do that. It's now 6 a.m. though. I wonder if crop time passes in the night. It does. It does. Fantastic. Also, I can get some nice... They're not decorative. Oh, look at that. There is an element of verticality in this game. As you probably saw, the fact that I can get inclined... I should just get it. The fact that I can get inclined conveyors means that if I wanted to, I could just build, like, stuff on the floor around here. It's definitely doable. Definitely possible. I'm maybe thinking that we should ditch one of these grinders, you know? I'm thinking we ditch you. Yeah. I would get the plank specs, very nice, but it's not really what I was after. Okay, so we need to wait until this is done. 1 hour, 13 minutes. I don't know how much flax we're going to get as a harvest, but that's fine. The stone that we are manufacturing is going to come out this away. So we can get this as the output. And what was the... No, that's not one. There's lots of different recipe book buttons for me to look at. Right, it's just plain stone in a processor. So let's nab ourselves an additional processor. We need a few more planks in order to do that. I should be able to get the planks. Nice. Nab the processor. That's number 9. Put the processor here so that we don't have to go too far. There we go. It auto snaps into position. Absolutely love to see it. And suddenly, as soon as I set the recipe, we will have a mortar. Excellent. Okay, and for now, we'll just store this here. I mean, there's a lot of things that I probably... You know, can I sell a mortar, actually? Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. I'm still not overly au fait with the shop mechanics, but that's fine. Let's inspect our quests. So we still have this quest that is ongoing, but we now have a carpenter quest, permanently valid, pinned on HUD. Let's do it. Oh, are you buying a cog? Looks like it. Looks like it indeed. And let's also pin this. This is small gears, linen rope, and large gears. Fine. I am gonna go and head on over here. Sure. I will take your money. Amazing. I will absolutely need to hire a shopkeeper at some point. These people very enthusiastically giving me their money. I am delighted about that. Either way, 3 new quests to get on with. That is excellent. Really, really good. Hey, harvest flax? Harvest flax. 200 apiece. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing. Right. Slam all that in there. I will go and regrow. Yeah, there we go. I will start the process of regrowing. Yeah, confirm. Plant. Excellent. Good. Good. Get that done. I will start the process of regrowing that. How many mortars do I have? I've got a few. And I think it's time. Oh my goodness, we're totally out of wooden gears. Wow. Okay, we did not get much money for them. But I suppose what I invested in the gears was basically nothing. So we'll get the mortars in there. I presume that there's going to be the ability to auto, you know, restock shelves. There we go. Good. Get that all cleaned up at least. Yeah, I'm presuming there will be the ability to auto restack shelves, but that's clearly not something that is available to me right now. How are we doing with linen rope? 36 linen rope. We've obviously only restarted recently the rope situation. I think, here's what I want to do. I want to build... It is kind of weird, isn't it, that I'm building all of my stuff out in the open, but it's fine. Right. We're going to keep this as is, but what I want to do is I would like to trash... Customers waiting at checkout. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, come in. How much is the mortar worth? 135? Okay, so the mortar is clearly... The mortar is clearly a top seller. An absolute top seller. That's a banger. Good. I might want to get another... In fact, yeah, I almost certainly do want to get another stone. We'll get another stone, we'll get some more logs. We'll do that in a minute once I make a little bit more money. But what I really want to do right now, before we faff around with that, is I want to get this done. I realize that I'm maybe creating a little bit of a large area to operate with, but that's fine. Stretch over, which I don't really want to do, but needs must, right? So this is going to make our brand newest recipe, the small wooden gear. It's going to take the big wooden gears and turn them into small wooden gears. How on earth does that work? I am not too sure. Not enough ingredients. That is exactly what I was worried about. Customers are waiting. No doubt they are waiting. I will go and serve them because I need their money. Thank you. Yeah, these large wooden gears are basically not worth it. I'm going to get rid of them pretty much as soon as I possibly can, because they are so flippin' worthless. Anyway, right. X mode. Get rid of you. Cool. Cancel. And let's see. So, I don't want to combine with it. I don't want to combine with this. The video game allows me to not combine. That is... you would not believe how many factory builders I play where just that very basic ability is out of reach. Right. One more log. One more lime. There we go. Good. I need money. I can take out a loan. I don't want to take out a loan. We all know how bad I am with loans in video games. Not very good at all. Once there's one loan, there's often another loan, and another loan after that, and another loan after that, etc. Forever. Right. Good. Bang that in there. And that will at least bleed off some of this additional... This will at least bleed off some of this additional capacity that we have. I mean, small gears sell for... So we get 3? Yeah, we get 3 small wooden gears per big gear. And the big gears sell for 5. And then the little ones sell for 8. That's literally just an objectively better deal. I mean... I do need some gears, but I've got like 250 in my inventory right... Sorry, 300 in my inventory right now. Let's make the incredibly sensible business decision to divert resources into the production of small gears. Because that seems very sensible indeed. That seems highly sensible. Right, mortars. Yoink. And also... linen rope, yoink. Fantastic. So, couple of different things that we can do here. First of all, we're going to change goods to small wooden gears. I have got a few of them. We'll bang them in there. Only a light smattering. And then the mortars, we can only store 6 at a time, but that's fine. Right, whilst we're waiting for that customer to lazily saunter up to the desk, let's submit and see what we get. We get iron ore, sage seeds, alchemy level 2 to 3. Brilliant. Beautiful. And, yep, I will take your cash from behind. Thank you very much. Very, very good. Can I get more mortars? Yeah, if you want more mortars, I've got them. I've got more mortars. You want 3 mortars? That's on you, buddy. That's on you. 3 mortars for 120 coins. I mean, it costs 600 for the lime. And 3 mortars, I think, is a fantastically cheap price to pay for that. But hey-ho. Right, next quest for the main one is to submit 100 clay, submit 100 healing potions. We'll get into that. What have we got? We got a large storage box, actually. Fine. Accept throwing items in the no-lid form. Throwing items? That's cool. A catapult to do the throwing, presumably. That's also very cool. It's going to start costing us quite a lot to do this research. 2 wooden gears, that should be 16 coins. It is 16 coins. Great. Great. Okay. So, let's yoink that out of there. Fantastic. And yoink that out of there. And if there's any mortars, I will take them. And just punt them right in here. Catapult has been finished. Beautiful. I do still need to submit 160 small wooden gears, of which I have not got the right number. I also need to submit 100 planks, and I am basically nowhere near that. I could get a heck of a lot nearer to that if I decided to get an additional table saw, but I don't really think that I want to. Yeah, I don't think I'm really that bothered. Right, so we got a catapult. That's good. Customers waiting to check it. Jeez Louise. Get off my back. Honestly, I know that I need the money. Although I actually don't need the money as much as I did, because when we leveled up from level 2 to level 3, part of the reward was getting 3,800 coins, which is very, very nice indeed. Very, very, very nice. Look at this. It's my own little assembly operation. It's very good of nobody to steal any of the components. Social contract in this alchemical factory world is apparently pretty darn strong. Anyway, right. You need more flax. We need the flax to grow. That's okay. Back to the research. What do we got? A conveyor lifter, raw material storage. We've got an assembler. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Advanced assembler, a potion stand. Yeah, customers are waiting. A stone furnace. I'll get the stone furnace. We'll at least start the process on the stone furnace. Man, it would be so nice to be able to automate this. Because I do not care. I mean, maybe I don't sell anything. Yeah, I'll just not sell anything for a little while. Like, there's no real need to. So, yeah. Why the heck not? I'll just let it run a little bit. Okay, stone furnace has been finished. Raw material storage. I mean, a large depot for logs, ores, and raw materials features daily auto restock with bills sent to the mailbox. Okay, that's cool. So if, for example, I wanted to always have logs fed into the machine, which I can do, by the way. There's a conveyor entrance here. Yeah, I could do that, presumably, through the use of the big bad boy over here. Conveyor lifter, iron nails, iron smelter. Iron smelter seems like the right direction. What was the objective again? 100 clay and 100 healing potions. Okay. Healing potion is over here. Potion stand is going to allow us to sell potions, which I'm very interested in doing. And the assembler is going to allow us to craft healing potions. Clay is made from something and sand. Linen is a new recipe that will require flax. Lab stands. Essential experimental device brackets. Perfect for managing efficient production lines. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Get the assembler first. Then we'll switch on over and do the potion stand after that. And then presumably the healing potion. Then maybe clay. A lot of expenditure. A lot of expenditure for not very much. I'm now thinking that maybe I should be a bit more proactive in the shop. Although, to be fair, we don't actually have that many resources. What's up? Nothing. Right. Restock. Thank you. And a second layer if we can. Can we even get a third layer? We probably don't have enough. No, we got enough for a little bit. Enough for a little bit of a third layer. This is good. Alright, next thing on the agenda is the potion stand. Cool. Get that done. Come in, please, come in. Please. Please. Anybody? Anybody want to buy my wares? Can I harass these people to come into my shop? Oh, you were thinking about it there, buddy. Come on. Good cheap mortars. The cheapest mortars that you're gonna get. What else have we got going on? We got any competitors around the corner that I can hurl insults at? Unfortunately not. Very unfortunate. Okay. Healing potion. Let's yoink it. So, healing potion is going to require something. I presume it's going to be sage seeds. Is that it? Is that what we unlocked? Yeah, I'm going to get sage seeds then. And you're due in like 2 hours. I mean, I have 4 stone, and I could probably get 4 more stone. Yeah, of course I can get 4 more stone. I can get more than 4 stone. Quick plant sage seeds. Yeah, perfect. And then we will just put all of this stone back in here because I don't actually care about it. Oh, I've got iron, yeah. We'll see what I do with that in just a second. Clay, do I care about the clay? You know what? No, let's not focus on the clay because we need to get a healing potion. Healing potion we can assemble. The crucible we might need for something. The potion stand we can actually just straight up build, I think, right? I think we can build the potion stand. The catapult I want to... can throw items onto shelves or into a large storage box with an open lid. Hold up. We can throw straight onto storage stands? Yes. 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 We don't have enough ingredients, but that will change. Don't worry. Right. Catapults. Yes, please. What's the trajectory of this thing? Because can I throw through the window? Set target? Oh my giddy ant. It's... target too far? Oh, but it's close, though. You want to do that, video game. You really want to do that. So if I go for blueprint, select, confirm, we can move it to here, right? I think that's a... okay, that's not actually done anything. That's fine. Ignore me then. Restock here with the small gears. Yeah. And then... can I set the target as here now? Target too far? How close does this thing need to be? How close does it need to be? I mean, is another table going to make the distance? That is going to really annoy me. It's alright, though. We can save time by getting rid of both. Right, yeah. So how far does it need to be? Because I'm happy to literally do anything in order to make this work. Okay, that is a good distance. So we can go here. Invalid angle. Okay, that's fine, though. That's totally fine. So choose goods to sell. Small wooden gear. Confirm. Change goods. Mortar. Yep. That's nice. We'll take the flax. Perfect. Put the flax into there. Nice. Okay. We have automated shopping. I absolutely love this. This is fantastic. So the shopping has been partially automated, and if I get this in here, set the target. Perfect. So what we need to do is we need to get the mortars over here. Which maybe seems like an incredibly crazy thing to say. But here's the thing that you're not remembering, folks. Here's the thing that you're not remembering. I have got inclined belts. Which I can use. Yeah, yeah, definitely I can use. Yeah. Okay, these belts are evading me. I think I need these things, the lab stands. Conveyor lifter. I mean, that's perfect, right? Give me a conveyor lifter. Forget the inclined belts. That was a mere distraction. That was a mere distraction from our objectives. What I want to do is I want to go down, or I want to go up, to be fair. Down, across, and then up over to this area. And then we can supply the mortars, just bang them in. How fantastic is that going to be? That's about as good as it gets, right? That's about as good and as cool as it gets. Okay, finished. Yep, let's get this in here. So how do you work? I presume... switch form. Yes, we want to rotate around. You come. If I move you down. Is it going to be... yeah, it's just going to be like that. Okay, brilliant. That's exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. So suddenly you're going to be going down. It is a little bit of a... I did make a bit of a boo-boo there, but it's fine. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this. Alright. Then we jump back into here. Grab this. And we go up to the surface level. And then we've done it. We've done it. We have done it. Okay. I've not even connected this up yet because I'm so... I was so enthusiastic about all of the other parts. Right, I'm now also realizing that we have a massive cash flow issue. Huge cash flow issue. But we now have mortars, and that's good. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to yoink one of these. I'm going to yoink one of these. We're going to put the stone crusher... I don't know why I even bother going into this interface. We just need to literally add log. There we go. That's all that we need to do. So that's good. That's great. That's amazing. Can we sell these ropes, by the way? We can sell ropes for 30, and we've got 54? So that's 1,500 in just pure cash that is just sitting in a chest. Just sitting in a chest. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, don't get me wrong. That's A-okay with me. Right, we're waiting for the sage seeds to arrive. Look at that. We're flicking the gears in. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. If I destroy this, am I going to lose all the goods in it? I am not. Amazing. That's even better. So, let's just go and add all of these mortars back to there. We're making money. We're making money. This is an entirely automated process. The only thing that we need to get, right? The only thing that we need to get, and I can't afford it right now because I don't have the coins, is a raw material storage, and that needs to go here somewhere so that we can automate the inputting of the limestone and the logs. If we do that, then this entire sort of shop operation will be fully automated. Let's end today. Earnings, yep, earnings 1,500. Not bad. The vast bulk, of course, coming from the mortars. That does not surprise me even slightly. That's good. Apparently, we don't have to lease this place. We just get it, which is amazing. How do I automate the selling? I do not know. What else do I want to do? I would like to submit 100 planks. Sorry, 200 planks. 200 planks will give me 600 cash. A large wooden box for stacking miscellaneous items. Okay. Sure, I guess. I mean, we're working on the planks just as it comes, so, you know, no biggie. We're doing it. I will actually keep the small gears on me, because we're going to need, like, a bunch of them anyway. This is fine. We're still going. We're still pinging all these things in here. That's fine. That is totally fine. Right, sage seeds have got 7 hours anyway, so it's not like we're missing out on doing anything. We're just still waiting for that to harvest. The potion stands, I would love to think that I can automate the potion stand. So, let's maybe put it here. Let's maybe put it here. If I put it there, can I still squeeze past? I can still squeeze past. So as long as we're kind of careful about this... Yep, as long as we're kind of careful about this, we should be fine. Right, looking at this menu, what is it that we require? It is this stuff. Whatever... This peanut-looking stuff that comes out. The flax fiber, that's it. So, maybe don't... Yeah, maybe clear the recipe there. I've got plenty of rope. Let's leave that as is. Because we have a limited, in fact, a very, very limited amount of flax fiber to play around with. Yeah, cast your eyes, feast your eyes, in fact, on the incredible automation that I have orchestrated. 4 mortars. Oh, that will go a significant chunk of the way to making me feel better about myself. Oh, I love it. This is great. To be fair, like, we're currently flinging things in through the window. There's nothing stopping me from just, like... There's nothing stopping me from, like, belting through this building. And just... Thank you. Amazing. There's nothing stopping me from belting through this building and just, like, flinging from a... You know, we could have a commerce corridor here. And then we could have a whole bunch of flingers just sitting back, like, you know, flinging them onto the shelves. And that's... You know, that might be what I end up doing. But for now, I can just be unbelievably happy that this entire process works. And it works flippin' flawlessly. What am I going to get from the random quest, I wonder? Let me just double check. So the random quest... There's 2 random quests now. The random quest gives us 3158. And I can actually do it. I can actually do it. Probably. I would need a few more gears. There we go. Thank you. I don't know how many gears I've currently got on the shelf. But if I maybe say rope instead, I'll yoink all of these out, which I do actually want to do. That will give me enough, and then I will also take the rope out of here, just because I think this is a much better way of making money. So we'll do this random quest, we'll get it submitted, we'll also pin this on the HUD as well. That has made me an awful lot of money. Let's... Oh. Confirm, yep. Confirm that is a good type. Yeah, very good. Very good. So, that's nice. But we don't have... How many gears do I have? I'll maybe not stick my whole supply in there, actually. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Just buy the mortars. I mean, maybe I shouldn't sell the small gears, although they do... They are pretty good. Right, I've made money today, and that is somewhat astounding. I do feel maybe an additional processor wouldn't go amiss, but that's okay. Right, 193 wood. We are very, very close to being able to submit that carpenter plank mission, but I don't really care about it because, well, it just doesn't matter, quite frankly. Right, how's my sage coming along? 3 hours left on that darn stuff. It's taking its sweet time. Right. The assembler, we'll get an assembler down. We will do that. Anything else that I want to get built specifically now? I tell you what, I'll do the raw material storage because that would be great, I think, to just know that I don't have to worry. Yeah, I know there's customers waiting at the checkout. It would just be great to know that we don't have to worry about supplying resources manually. Look, we've already run out of wood. I just don't want to miss something and it be really, really important, you know? There's still, as far as I'm aware, not a way that we can automate the harvesting of crops, but I will get... There we go. 2 more flax seeds, because again, I do think that is very important. Quick plant. Brilliant. This is honestly the most satisfying automation shop game that I think I've ever played. This is astounding. Look at this. This is great. This is really good. Okay, let's get the assembler down. Even if we just get a single assembler down, we need 15 small gears. See, that is kind of what I was worried about. I fear that we maybe need a few more gears, and I have left myself not a huge amount of space. I need to cancel that. Yeah. Cancel. There we go. That's what we need to remove. Ditch that. Yep, we'll get back to managing it in just a sec. Just let me deal with the very annoying customers who want high quality mortars and high quality small gears. You can't fault them on their choice of retailer, but man, they do get in the way of automating. Right. Let's get you to come down this way instead. Sure, we can have a yeah. Of course, we don't have a log. That's exactly why. Let's build it here, right? Large storage. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So, presumably we can elevate this. Although, I'm not actually sure that we can. Can we fit it under overlaps with other devices? We can put it down there. Fine. Right, inspect raw materials, daily auto restock. Is this just for woods? I thought it was more than woods. For logs, ores, and raw materials. So, how do we tell it? Daily auto restock. It just says logs. I mean, that's fine. Let's get this to go out of here and then up to there. No, customers. Sorry. I'm coming. Don't worry. Here we go. 208. Nice. And if it's a daily restock, yeah, forgot your cash. They'll take it. If it's a daily restock, it means that we're not going to get it until tomorrow. So I should have just done this a while ago. Get a log added there, and actually go and just grab another bit of lime as well whilst you're at it, Potato, because otherwise you're going to end up messing up the mortar manufacturing, and if you mess up the mortar manufacturing, well, then we are in big trouble. Right. Okay, next thing that we need to get is the elevator. Yep. Beautiful, right in there. So I don't know. I don't know if we are going to be able to do both of the outputs on the same belt. I don't know. I mean, that's 100. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Get this up here. And that into there. Excellent. So just plumb it in. That's stupid. I have really screwed the pooch on that first one. Yeah, sorry, mortar. Yeah, I get it. 5 mortars? Amazing. Can I up my prices? I feel like I should be able to up my prices. Right. I have let this area languish, and there is a lot of stuff that I need to be doing, so I'm going to quickly plumb this in. Then that in, so that we can actually start selling again. Right. Have another crack at this potato. Good. And now we go up. Yep, up to the top and rotate around, and that is us in. There we go. That's what we do. Is that going to be enough to make it all work? I don't know. And also I realize that a customer is waiting. Sure, put that in there. That is us linked up, right? Perfect. That is us linked up. We have got everything that we need linked up. We are going to start shooting all of the little things. We got the daily auto restock on. Log. Can I split? Yeah, there's no way to change it. Look, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow, right? We'll see tomorrow what it looks like, I suppose. Okay, sage seeds finally have grown. That is absolutely brilliant. I presume I grind? I presume I grind the sage seeds. We need to think about the process that we're going to go through for this. It's flax fiber, so we're going to be taking from here. Let's take a little bit. Let's take a little bit from there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take a branch off this. Customers waiting? Seriously? People go crazy for the mortars. What can I say? Right. Good. We must be able to automate this. Kiln. Where is the employment research? Advanced assembler? A cannon? An advanced throwing device? I mean, heck yeah. Of course I want a cannon. Nursery, a wooden bed? I've already got a wooden bed. Why would I want a second wooden bed? I don't know. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the evening time. A little bit of peace to get some work done, eh? Right. So we need to have a entry point for the sage. That will be here. Then we are presumably going to grind. This is just a guess, but we'll test it out. Right, grind, and then comes out the other side. What do you know? We grind the crops. Good. I like that. Nice consistent game design. We've got sage powder. Fantastic. Next thing on the list is an assembler. So, if we punt that down there, and then we yoink a little branch off here, and of course, because we're not using... Oh, we don't have enough ingredients, it's fine. Because we are not using the other process to make linen, rope linen, whatever it is, we're not actually going to be using any of the flax fibers, which is a good thing too, because it's not like we've got much. There we go. Thank you. What time does this shop close? It needs to be closing sooner. That's for darn sure. Right. I've got some wood now, which is great. Get that plumbed in. Fantastic. I do think my 6 hours? Okay, well, that'll come along tomorrow. That's fine. I can also add manually. It's just going to work. It's just going to straight up work. I can also add this manually. I've got 8 in my inventory. That's fine. Customers are waiting. Yep. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, yeah, your money. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so after that, after the assembly has completed, I mean, I need to submit 25 healing potions. So what I really do need to do is I need to buffer the healing potions right here. Okay. But then, from there, we're going to go move them. We're going to go move them into the... It's a little bit difficult to line up, but it's fine. Right, we need to go to switch form. That's fine. And then we need to rotate the top bit around. That's actually very, very fluid. I like that a lot. Right, straight along this way. To be fair, if we can just keep it on the floor, is that not kind of cool? I think it's kind of cool. If it works on the floor, then it'll work on the floor. I need these wooden gears. And in fact, we need just more wooden gears in general. The recipe's not set. Of course it's not set. Of course. That makes perfect sense as to why we have not had anywhere near the right number of wooden gears coming out of here for the last wee while. At the end of the day, doesn't actually matter, to be honest, because I mean, I don't need the money right now. It's a very good position to be in. Very, very good position to be in. Right, little flinger. You can fling right onto here. So, there. Is it just one shelf? Do we need a series of 4 flingers in order to keep... I guess so. I guess we can have 4 healing potions in each area. That's kind of cool. Well, what about if we have a further back catapult that also flings healing potions to the top shelf? Oh, we can hold way more than 4 healing potions. Why did I only think it was 4? Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. What do we need more of? More flax fiber? I thought so, very unfortunately. That's still 3 hours away. How are we doing on the old sage? I'm going to buy more. I'm going to buy more, and then I'm going to go to bed, because I want to see the daily restock happen. Nope. Yep, that's exactly what we need. Okay, so 100 clay, which we are going to work towards, as good. And then 100 healing potions. That's quite a lot. The random quest is 25 healing potions and 120 charcoal. Oh my goodness gracious me. 3,000 mortars. Sorry, 3,000 gold worth of mortars sold. 73 mortars is pretty darn good, to be honest. That's pretty darn good. Right, how does this restocking thing work? It just works for wood. At least at the moment it just works for wood. How much did I pay? How much did I pay? Can I check the invoice in the bills? Oh, we do pay rent. Oh, that's annoying. I've got 3 bills outstanding, and I've not paid any of them. Lands? We can buy land? Ooh. Oh, very cool. I didn't even realize that we could buy our competitors out. There's lots of daily rent, and it costs an absolute arm and a leg. 2,000... I mean, that's... So we'd buy this... We'd buy this house. I mean, can I go for a viewing before we even see it? I guess not, but, I mean, it's more space, right? And then I imagine we'd be able to do some blueprinting stuff with it. Which is kind of cool. Alright. Healing potion-wise... Yeah, we're ready to flaxify the healing process. Let's do it. Get that all shifted across. That's brilliant. Right, X, we're going to get this removed. We're going to get... Actually, just that removed. 9 logs. If I'm charged for those 9 logs, that is 1,800 coins. 1,800 coins. That would be a lot of coins. That would be a lot of coins. That would be a lot of coins. Here's what I'm also going to do. I'm also going to bang down, if I can, another one of these suckers. And I'm going to bang one down right in the middle here in a very, I realize, inconvenient location for just about everyone. Okay. It's fine. Can I... Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Can I add these here? Yeah, there we go. We can. Inspect. Take them all. So we can get them out of the way. And then add that to there. Okay. That's good. So yeah, what I really want to figure out is, can I get another raw material storage? Switch form? Aha! Okay, that's it. So we can only get one of each. Well, we need 2 anyway, so that's fine. We'll get another one for rock. It's quite a lot, though. Healing potion? Yep, 2 healing potions for 170. Don't mind if I do. You bought different healing potions, and you have bought a suite of everything for 381. Superb. Absolutely superb. Right, so more healing potions are going to be coming through. Do I want to do anything else? Yeah, I feel like another assembler would be pretty good to get. It's going to be a little bit of a technological conundrum to get this one to work out in the same way, but I'm going to, I'm going to spaghettiify a solution. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that at all. Right. Because then we're going to get another grinder, because we got plenty of sage. So that's great. Punt that right in there. Next thing that I want to get, can I use an incline belt? Is this the appropriate use for an incline belt? I feel like it kind of is. Yes. Switch form. Rotates. That is exactly the right thing that I wanted to do. Video game, you have absolutely surpassed my expectations. This is... honestly, I am so unbelievably impressed. The factory building elements in this game feel sublime. I feel like the frames are good. I feel like the premise is good. I feel like the research tech tree is good. The catapults are flippin' unbelievable. Please give me more catapults. I love the catapults. Okay, and then you just go right in there. But yeah, of course, we need more wood. That was exactly why I can build last time, so that's fine. Yoink. And yoink. It's looking good. And then, because of where this is, we can just pretty much do exactly that. Okay. Who'da thunk it? That works. Make sure that you set the recipe this time, potato. And that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Look at this. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. I got a proper little operation going. Okay, 25 healing potions is not that many. I think I'm going to try and just break the chain in order to try and get that done. Right, 100 healing potions is a lot to get done, so yeah, we'll start the process of getting that assembled. Healing potions done. Let's turn our attention to clay. Clay will require sand and something else. Let's at least get the clay sorted. I still haven't done anything with iron yet. What am I going to do with iron? The lab stands? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Upgrades? We can increase our inventory? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, that's not possible. But our inventory, we can expand our inventory. Not like I really need to be brutally honest, but we can do that. There's some upgrades that we can get. Brilliant. 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 Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, there might be another quest. I'll just check. Any bills? Nope. No bills. Charcoal, linen, and mortars. The charcoal we're moving towards anyway. Linen, not so much, but that might end up coming good eventually. Right. 5 healing potions and 1 in my inventory. This is going to take a long time. And also our sage. Oh, I have not replanted these. Did I not buy any more? Did I buy more? I thought I did, but maybe we need more. Okay. Buy 1. Buy 2. Buy 3. That was a very weird order to go about doing things. Plant flax. Plant flax. It's good. I think 3 plots is an appropriate amount. But honestly, we are almost certainly going to need more. The sage, thankfully, is almost grown. And in fact, you know what? I'm thinking if I've got the stone, which I don't... Oh, yeah, 'cause of course, we need to build We need to build this for tomorrow. Switch farm. Yep. Amazing. So that will be daily auto restock. Yep. Let's do it. And then we'll get you to come out here. You to come down here. We're obviously going to need more wood because I am perpetually running out of wood because we're not manufacturing it fast enough. The reason that we're not manufacturing it fast enough, gosh darn it, is because I have yet to deal with this situation. I'm actually so excited that there's too much stuff happening. There you go. Rotate. Down. And yes, I know. Just put that in there. That's a small little chest. It's gonna tide us over for now. It just means that we can process a little bit more wood. Okay, good. Then go buy some limestone. Then go head over here. Inspect the crusher. Add the limestone. Good. I need the stone because I need another bed. I know that I said I had enough. I now do not think that I have enough. Right. I don't think that's quite close enough, but we'll at least build the... Maybe it is close enough. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, good. Once we get this all sorted, or, you know, from tomorrow, we will be all sorted. That is good. That is very, very good. So, we need to keep an eye on this little operation here. Anybody waiting? Yep. People are waiting. Yep, nobody's going to be able to buy a healing potion. I know. Nobody's going to be able to buy a healing potion. That's fine. Right. So, don't want to go in delete mode. I want to go into build mode, and I want to build... we're going to be making too many mortars. Can I just manually pick up the stone? I'll yoink it out of here. There we go. Yoink. Plant these sage seeds, so at least we have got some growing. That is just about ready for harvest, which is phenomenal. Because we have delayed our process a lot. Right, what else can I get? What else can I get? I think, is it just that? I think it's just that in terms of upgrades. Right, so clay, we will get a nursery, an automatic herbal production device, sprinkle seeds and input fertilizers, generates 12 nutrient value per second. I'm interested. I'm very interested in that. I presume that is going to be a more automated garden of some sort, you know, with the ability to get more better seeds. Right. Let's think about this. I need to have a little look at the throwing devices, heating devices, conveyor lifter. Yeah, no, we don't need to worry about that. I need V. That's what I need. So, materials, clay, charcoal powder. Charcoal powder is crafted at the grinder by grinding charcoal into charcoal powder. Fine. So where is charcoal made then? How do we get ourselves charcoal? Iron sands. Clay powder is ground. Sage powder is ground. We know that. How do I get charcoal? Is that around somewhere? Let's go and sell this first. Do I need to buy it? Thank you. Yes, I know you're there. Okay, charcoal is not buyable. I think we can make charcoal. We'll presumably burn like wood in a smelter. I guess so. I mean, I still have not built the smelter yet. Consume iron ore to smelt iron ingots, which can be built on heating devices and has a conveyor as an output. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that we haven't built here. Iron smelter and a stone furnace. After adding fuel, the device above the stone stove can be heated. Fuel can be automatically refilled through a conveyor belt. This is so cool. This is so cool. Right. Yoink that out of there. Customers waiting to check out. Flippin' heck. Harvest the sage. The sage, frankly, getting in here is more important than a couple of whiny customers. There we go. Literally, I was going to say one gear there, but there's a few more than one. Unfortunately, I do need these people's money. I am actually quite desperate for it. The good news is, though, is that because we've got that second log machine up and running, we should be able to submit the 200 planks reasonably easily. There we go. That's nice. Very nice. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. And, in fact, maybe I want to make that a large box. I may very well just do that. Right, use seeds. We don't have any seeds, but I will get some more sage ones. God, I'm so excited. There's so much stuff to be doing. Right, get that planted. That's good. We are back on the healing potion mission, which is good. Right, shall we see if we can try and figure out the process for the stone furnace? Okay, it's pretty small. I need space. That's what I need. Okay, this is where the heating fuel is going to go in an input, and then the iron smelter is going to go on top, and that's going to be a few more bits of stone. So yoink, yoink. I've not missed a customer yet. Don't worry, video game. I'm coming. I presume that there's only so long customers are willing to wait. I'm not really keen to try and test it out because, as I say, do kind of need the money. Especially if we are actually paying like 300 bucks a day. Right. So you go here. Fine. Add iron into the smelter. And then you need... Yeah, I mean... Charcoal. Crucible processes raw materials into heated outputs without manual operation. This might be the way that we manufacture charcoal. We'll get it, I suppose. I must be missing something. Unless we have to buy charcoal in and we can buy it in through like this thing. But I don't think so. I'm not missing it, am I? Yeah. Active crafting devices. Don't worry, herb planting. Yeah. Let's build the crucible. See what we need. We need 4 bits of stone. Yoink. Sorry, I know we're not making any mortars, but it's fine. Right, so can only be built on heating devices. Can I then trash this? Because we know... Yeah, confirm the trashing of that. Because we know that we know what we need. Right, inspect the crucible. So this just puts stuff in and then puts stuff out. V. Ah, there we go. It is. Okay, so this was definitely unlocked. Quick lime. So I am correct. It is planks through something, i.e. the crucible. That's just what we didn't have before, and that makes charcoal. Amazing. Okay. So, what do we want to do with that knowledge? The problem is that our wood is over here. And our wood is coming through in nice large quantities, but I just don't like the fact that it's facing over this direction. I wonder. I mean, we might be able to purchase this brand new area and maybe either tear down the house or do something with the house. That is definitely an option. I think what I want to do, though, is maybe a little bit more rogue than that. I think we can use these inclined belts. Yeah, and I know it is late at night, so we have a limited amount of time to make this happen, but before the morning restock, that is. Right, so we want to do this. We want to come out here. Can I crouch and see the... That's what I need. That's it. Oh, we might not be able to do this just by virtue of the fact that it is underneath the tables. Oh, we can totally do it. Okay, line it up as best we can. Good enough. And then I think I will actually destroy these ones because I want this to... There we go. There, yep, fine. Want that to do that. Excellent. There. So, if I do this, this is so crazy. Right, so this is going to be wood. This is going to be a soul wood table saw for literally just crucifixication. Is that a technical terminology? I think it is. I think it's technical terminology. So, we're going to need to get an elevated thingy into here. Obviously, it's not ideal to be using wood for this process. I presume that wood has got a lesser, yeah, burn time is 15 seconds, but we don't know what charcoal or charcoal dust or any of that stuff have yet, so we can't worry about that. I think we're gonna get 1, 2, 3. Is that even sustainable? I don't know. I don't know at all. Can I... Actually, this is a good question. What do I do if I go up to this level? And then, can I build a belt? Yeah, I was going to say, I cannot build a belt straight there. So, we are not going to be able to put one in the middle. At least for now, until, presumably, we get lab stands. I presume, like, the ability to build lab stands, which they cost nails. That's the issue. So, we're not going to be able to get that all, linked together until we get that. But, whatever. There we go. Confirm. Get rid of view. And then we'll just punt this into a pretty standard configuration. Nice. God, this just feels so fluid. This feels so fluid. This feels so good. This feels lovely. Right. You there. You there. You there. Amazing. And then the out... do I want to keep this crucible around? Yeah, we'll keep that crucible around. I need to snooze, by the way, but that's fine. Right. I need clay. What the hell was the recipe for clay again? We get the charcoal, and then we grind it. So we get charcoal. We'll probably buffer it. Because we need charcoal powder. The sand is made from crushed rocks. Ugh, crushed rocks are going to be a bit of a problem. Okay. Here's what we need to do. We need to take these resources down. Let's do that. There we go. So then, we have a nice cool output here. Which I think is kind of nice. Here we go. Can we come in? We absolutely can. We're going to buffer here. Let's do... switch form. Yep. So we can do that. That's a nice tight operation that we've got. Do I want to start this? Do I want to start this thing off? I kind of want to destroy you because I know that I'm never going to want you anymore. Sorry. Make sure that we belt this up. Obviously, make sure that we belt that up. So that's going to be the... That's going to be the first part of the puzzle. V is the button that I'm looking for. So that'll give us charcoal that we're going to buffer. Then we're going to come out and grind. And then we're going to find some way to get ourselves some stone. So stone is going to be coming from here. Can I build on this border? Technically, yes. So if I do this... I think that's allowed. I think this is unallowed, but that is allowed. So if I do that, right, we can come around here. We can grind. It'll need to be moved over a little bit, but, you get the picture, right? Here we go. Confirm. So we grind here. Sorry, we crush there. And then after the crusher, we're going to get 2 grinders. Yep. We're going to then get 2 grinders here. I'm actually going to leave a little bit of a gap. Yeah, leave a little bit of a gap. Just peeking out. It's good. And then you come out here, down there. We are out of ingredients, but we should still be producing wood. We are indeed. We are still producing wood. That is lovely to see. Okay, so then that goes in there. That goes in there. That will be ground charcoal. In fact, actually, hold on. Can I yoink this bit? Yeah, I can yoink that bit. I can yoink anything I darn well please. Right, let's get this in action. We do not have stone, but we will have stone tomorrow. Don't worry, we will have stone tomorrow. And the great thing about bills is that you don't have to pay them. I mean, that is technically, I suppose, true in real life. You don't have to pay the bills, but more importantly than that, we don't have to pay the bills right now. So if we do take a big hit on all of these logs and stones that we're going to pick up, then, we can just say, hey, kind of sucks, but we'll just ignore it for now. Anyway, that's looking good. That's looking amazing. The crucible is working. Are we getting charcoal? We are indeed getting charcoal. Fantastic. Right, I'm actually going to go sleep. I'm going to go sleep because I want to... I've also got 200 planks. If I wanted to get more cash, we could do that. Sure. Snooze. 50-50 healing potions. Decent all round. That's fine. That's nice. Good. It's a brand new dawn. It's a new day, and we can split all of our rock up in either direction. We'll get more wood coming through. Let's see what the bill is, by the way, for... Let's see what the bill is for this. Main quest, carpenter quest. $600 for 200 wood is a bit lame, but I actually think I'll take it, you know? I think I'll take it because we basically don't need that money. Urgent request is 180 iron ingots. Well, I'll pin it. Must be completed before midnight. Reward is 200% of the market price. Does kind of make sense. 4,800, by the way. Oh, that's yeah, you could say that's quite a lot of damage. And there's going to be a similar amount today because I mean that's a full load. That's a full load. Oh well. Anyway, who cares? Right. Okay, pressing on. That is good. That is good. It's made in an assembler. So, can I get 2 assemblers? How much charcoal powder do I need? A lot. We need 120, but how much do we get? Wait, I don't even need clay for this. I just need the charcoal powder. For the recipe. For the mission even. Well, we're gonna need the clay for something. Let's get a big storage box. Do I have a big storage box? I don't have a big storage box. Why the heck do I not have a big storage box? It's right there. It's only 220 points. That's fine. Right, well, I suppose a small storage box will do for now. That's fine. Flip you, switch you. Okay. We've got the big storage box on the go. That's great. I will temporarily insert another grinder right in the middle there. And we'll plop that. A customer's already up and waiting, ready to harass me. Well, you see, now I'm stuck in the deep capitalist cycle that is debt and purchase orders and things like that. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to start selling to these people. Right, 100... wait, the main quest is 100 clay and 100 healing potions. Gosh darn it, I can't flip and read. What's wrong with me? Right, so, assembler. We're going to need to get 2 of these things. 1 simply won't be enough. Let's go... see, the thing is that I kind of want to buffer. I kind of want to buffer right here. Yeah, I do actually kind of like that. Although, I mean, it's clearly not feasible. But what would be feasible is a buffering like so. Switch. Yep. Yeah, buffering like that. That'd be brilliant. And then we just come out the side here. And we then feed into... That's a wrong machine there, but definitely the thought process is there. A little bit of space. We need 15 gears. Thank you. Yoink. And we'll get a second assembler. Yep. That should be workable, right? Customers waiting at checkout? Yes. We'll just need a little bit of elevated belt, and I think I've left myself enough space to make it all work. Good. Oh, yes. Sage, I need you. Flax seeds, I also need you. So sage goes in there. And in fact, we'd run out of sage. And in fact, we'd run out of flax as well. So give me 2 more flax and 1 sage. 2 more flax. And you know what? Actually, give me 2 more sage, because I know that our sage over here will be maturing somewhat soon. Flax, flax, sage. Brilliant. Okay, let's see how we want to handle this. I need to think about this. So, very simply, we're going to be able to get you to go straight forward. We're going to be able to get you to go down here. And we're going to be able to get you to go down there. So that's nice. The slightly larger complex situation is how the heck do we get the other thing over there? Because I think this is a... Yeah, it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a tight fit. Yeah, it's a bit of a tight fit for the two belts to get in here. How I rotate around? Yeah, you see... Oh, hold on. What if I build a storage chest under there? Or what if we move the storage chest over by 1, for example? Can I then build on the top? I think I might be onto a winner with that one. That seems like something that the game would allow me to do. There might be a little bit of sort of conflict with regards to the edges of the edges of the thing. But let's give it a try real quick. Also, I'm going to set the recipes before I forget. Clay. Yep. Clay. Yep. I'm flipping doing this. Right, remove. That's a large one. That's the small one. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. We do need to be very careful about these bits of belt. And that needs to go right in there, and that needs to come out of there, and then here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at this! Look at this! Okay, we did mess up this bit, but I can do it. That's so good. That's so good. That is so good. Okay, we're not actually buffering anything right now, but take that over here. Plumb this into there. Switch form. Yeah, give me a little bit of wood. Not that one. This one. There we go. Give me a little bit of wood. Get that bang. Get this bang down. T. Yep. Rotate. Nice. Nice. Okay, so it's coming. 8 clay. It's decent. Anybody waiting for... Ooh, whoops. Sorry. I need your money. I need your money to pay for my logs and my stone. Sorry about that. Right, so that's all good. How is the healing potion coming along? We're up to 60. Okay, we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting there. This is looking pretty good overall. Maybe a little bit concerned that we don't have enough stone coming through. That does seem to be the primary issue that we are experiencing right now. Can I maybe buy this? Can I buy this building? I want to see how this works. Oh, we'll sell to you. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I get it. Right, land, plot number 1. That's what we're after. So we confirm, we buy it, and it just disappears. It disappears automatically. Okay, that's, I mean, just about the most perfect situation for us, because it means that we can bang down as much additional junk as we want, which is perfect. Right, maybe even more? Maybe even more of these things? If I've got the space... I don't think we're going to be able to output the... I don't think we're going to be able to output that much from the grinder, but... yeah, we'll certainly give it a crack. Reasonably happy with how that's all looking. What's the ratio? I didn't even realize the ratio. Yeah, so it's 4 times as much sand as... sorry, 2 times as much sand as we need charcoal powder. So, yeah, that is an issue. Sage, yep, let's punt you... Ah, let's not punt you in there. Here we go. I didn't have the inventory space. Sure. Okay, so that I think is probably going to get us above the designated amount, which is good. Let's get a little bit more in there. Where does this leave us clay-wise? Up to 14. Okay, we're moving on. Should we try and do iron ingots? I mean, I've got all this space now. All this space for activities. Let's get this over here. Sure. Let's do this, and then we need a little bit more stone. So we're gonna do the old El Clasico and just yoink it right out of there, because who really cares if we make any mortars? So what happens here? We add the iron ore. So add that to the... Okay, so that goes in the top. That goes in the hopper at the top. And then all we need to do is make sure that we have... I mean, what's the... The burn time is 20 seconds on this. It's actually better as charcoal powder. Well, here's the thing. We do already kind of have a route here. I mean, how sick is this? I keep saying that because I'm just so darn impressed. But, like, this is good. Okay, so then up. Nice. 7. Not 7. We need this. Straight up to the front door. Perfect. That iron is not going to be good. Take that out. Get... No. Take it out. Take it out, take it out, take it out. The reason being, until we get the nails, etc., we will need to... Yeah, we'll need to use the elevator things. So we add the iron ore into the top there. Great. We're going to start to get the iron ingots. And we will... Is there... Well, maybe there's another, like... I suppose we could just, like, stack... I suppose we could just, like, stack things on top of one another. That is a shockingly practical way of approaching the situation. I'm just thinking because... Here we go. I'm just thinking because I don't know how fast the elevator works. I think it does work fast enough to keep up. So that's good. I wonder if the heat impacts how hot it is. Right, let's just get you out here. And let's get, for the first time, let's get a large storage box. So this has got 2 in, 2 out, and it's got loads and loads of slots. So that's great. I am very, very chuffed with that. This is unnecessary, definitely, because in hindsight, the elevator can handle a much higher speed. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if we can get away with 1, why not get a second one? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry. Why not get a second one? Why not get a second furnace? I mean, there is that urgent request, right? And that needs to be with them by midnight. And that requires 180 iron. Okay, yeah, that's not happening, is it? 180 iron ingots by midnight is probably not happening. Yeah, no, it's not. But hey, look, I mean, we could at least try. Could at least try. Right, so we heat. Get the heater here. And we get this thing, which needs more stone. We need perpetually more stone than I am willing to admit. And we go output there. Great. 7 comes across here. Up. And that's nice. We need to buy another bit of iron ore, which is going to set me further back, but 1,200? Okay. That's money I'm not getting back. Ever. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it for the sake of hashtag content. Right. Rotate around. What am I doing here? Yeah. That's... Rotate around. Good. And in. Yeah. I think we can handle the combined output on the same belt. Yeah. All right. How are we doing clay wise? We're about 40% of the way there. Healing potion wise, we must almost be there. We must almost be there. Yeah, 97, just as I suspected. And that's good as well, because it means that we can start turning our attention to, you know, selling these darn things. Sage is coming along. Flax. Cool. Very, very cool. This looks funky, but it's kind of cool. It's got a nice little grungy effect. Yeah, we still have 4 hours, but we've only got about 30. And 180 is quite a distance away. 10 mortars, 150 charcoal, 25 linen, 25 healing potions, 120 charcoal powder. I mean, 120 charcoal powder is probably not as crazy as it sounds. Also, what's the sale price of iron? Nothing. We cannot sell it. Is there anything else that we can make with it? Yeah, we can make iron nails at a processor. 650 coins in order to make that happen. Yeah. I mean, can I take out a loan? I think I can take out a loan, can't I? I totally can take out a loan. Level 4 unlock. I'll take a 10,000 loan. Yeah. Now we're talking. Okay, so that has opened my opportunities up a little bit. Also, I think in order to unlock auto selling at the desk, I think I need like a... Where is it? I think it's... Is it one of these things? Reinforced platform? No. Advanced blender, shaper. No. It's none of these. It's none of these things. I think because I was looking at the trailer, and I think it's like just like a till. Maybe that's not it. But if we get a till, then... What is this? Wooden bed, no overtime today. That's all right. Get a lab stand as well, and then we will get linen. How are we doing clay-wise? 52. We're getting there. We are getting there. That is our main quest. That is good. Right, so we've done the iron nails. Crafted the processor. Which one is the processor? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. Well, let's... You know what? Let's do 2 of these. Let's do 2 of these. We'll just get a little something going. Whoa, that's the wrong direction. Okay. Coming through. Let's get iron nails. Excellent. And iron nails. Beautiful. Right. How am I gonna fling these things in? I think what I need to do is I need to have... This is gonna look unbelievably daft. I think I need to have this here. And to be honest, if I was going to redesign this entire area, what I would probably do is I'd probably move everything up to like this level and then just have like a bunch of like little mini catapult distances that sort of shoot, you know, there and there. Like that's what we do. And we just have them all the way along the back line. Something like that. Because that will allow me... I mean, I should buffer first, right? I mean, maybe even if it's just a small... small facility. We buffer in there. And that's great. Come down here. That looks good. I've kind of just completely abandoned tables, haven't I? Yeah, I've just abandoned tables, but that's alright. That's a nice touch. I like that. We need to go up a step in order to get in. Good. Good. Set the target. Works like an absolute dream. Works like an absolute dream. Choose what to sell. Sell nails. What an unbelievably... What the heck is that? Quicklime powder? Not sure. Okay, it's midnight. We failed the quest unless there is... Yeah, there's definitely not 180 iron on this belt. Although, 2020... Another 26. I mean, yeah, not a million miles away. Not gonna lie, not a million miles away. It was... Must be completed before midnight, yeah. Unfortunate. Right, okay, let's head on upstairs. We will snooze. We sold not very much yesterday. Let's all ignore the bill. We spent 18,000. I suppose that includes the bills that I will have to pay. 4,800. 15,000? 15,000? I can pay one bill. Oh my goodness gracious me. Completion reward is a checkout table or a large customer stand. I mean, that's kind of nice. We can submit that and get that sorted immediately. And then random quest. I'm not really interested in any of these, to be honest. I mean, I'm interested in this quest purely because I think it is likely to actually make me some money. And I'm kind of desperate for money. Okay, all of the goods have clearly already gone out this morning. That's fine. We've got sage to harvest. That can go right in here. It's good. Flax, flax. Right into our flax input area. Oh yeah, I do have the ability to build a nursery now, don't I? Yeah, it's going to cost me 12 iron ingots to get. Let's do that. And it's going to cost me a little bit of my clay, but I've got plenty of clay. So let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. So we have an input, we have an output. Just give me a little test. Right, current seed, no seeds available. Yeah, I guess we'll go and find a little bit of a seed to buy. What do I care more about, flax or sage? I think at this moment I actually care more about flax, and I'm not just saying that because it's cheap. No, it's because set seed. Set seed, flax seed, cool. Alright, so then that's in there permanently, right? And then what do we use as fertilizer? Clay? I don't want to use all this clay, though. Combustibles. Presumably that quicklime stuff. Hey, look at this. Look at this. We're selling iron nails. Amazing. And it's cash money, man. It's cash money. Oh, this is sublime. This is perfect. Good. Okay, we've got 68 out of 100 clay. We've got a full thing of mortars, a full thing of wooden gears. We've got a full thing of nails. This must be very, very painful to walk on. So yeah, what do we deal with? We just... I presume, right? I presume we have an output. Also, let me check what this quicklime stuff is. Wrong button. So this is quicklime, and this is stone. Stone through the crucible gives quicklime. Quicklime is a grocery. Right. But clay powder is a fertilizer that has the same nutrient value as clay, actually. Are you a fertilizer? No. So there's only a limited number of things that are fertilizer. Plant ash. That also looks like it's not a fertilizer. There's literally just clay that is a fertilizer. Well, that's a bit annoying, because I need 100 of the darn things in order to progress the mission. But I suppose we can, we can spare 1 or 2 clay in order to satisfy our curiosities. So here's what I'm thinking. Right, we get a little chest here. Obviously, the idea would be for this to be automated, right? I don't want all. How do I split? There we go. Split again. Split again. That's fine. Okay. That was a little bit. We used a little bit. That's fine. Aha! There we go. Okay, so we input clay. Depending on the nutrient value, we get flax on the output. So I imagine, right? I imagine it's much more efficient to obviously have one set of seeds that you have to buy permanently and then just pump these things out. However, I imagine that the quantity that you get relatively is more from the single plant things. Right. That's fine. Okay, let's get 20 more clay. And then let's also pick up our healing potions as well, because we are very, very close to getting the job done here, I think. I think I'm going to reconnect my healing potion bridge, because I've got 100 on my person, so, let's not overcomplicate this. 83 clay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Tell a lie, 88 clay. Heck yeah, look at that. Okay, yoink all these flaxes manually. Sure. Yeah, that's definitely a great building. God, this game, I am really, really impressed, folks. I'm not saying that. This is genuinely, absolutely blown my socks off. This, by the way, is a demo build of the game. It has been buttery smooth. I have had no performance issues at all. The belt system is phenomenal. The game looks amazing. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I am impressed. It's brilliant. Okay, let's finish out the clay. Let's turn in our clay. Let's turn in our healing potions. Let's see what that gets us. And I think that is our last 2 bits of clay. It is indeed. We have got 100. That is exactly what we need. Also, look at this. Our healing potions are coming through thick and fast. We've worked through the backlog, or at least the few that were backlogged there. We still obviously have 100 on our person, but they're stacking up. They're stacking up. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, let's turn our thingies in. Fantastic. Okay, what did we get? Red currant seeds. Alchemy level from 3 to 4, and the shop reputation has increased. Okay. What the heck is this? Turquoise? Vitality potion? Permanently valid. Okay. That's fine. Right. Sell. Cash in. What did we unlock at the next level? Wooden floor, wooden railing, a kiln, okay, pipe work, conical flask, glass, a blender, a vitality potion, and turquoise. Any way that we can flippin' automate the process of selling. Any way that we can automate the process of selling at this desk would just be amazing, though. Oh, also, apparently, I didn't even realize when I was completing that former quest, but we now have loads and loads of money, and we can easily repay back all of our debts. Maybe even look at getting some, like, new land, which is very, very appealing. We can also prepay, I think. Yeah, we can prepay / repay our loan, and that still leaves me with 22k, which maybe we will need to be a bit more clever about, because yeah, I imagine the research is going to be a heck of a lot more expensive. Blast furnace, an advanced heating device that presumably we can stick something on top of. We'll start with the kiln. We'll get the job done. A shaper, a wooden pulley, an arch crafts stand, and Jupiter. Okay, not quite sure what that is. 1,800 small gears. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not actually a million miles away from having that. But I guess this is like jewelry, arts and crafts, that sort of stuff. Soap? Okay. Conical flask? Alright, we'll do it. Right, so let's immediately get the kiln research sorted. Oh yeah, I've still got linen and beds to investigate, but that's fine. Okay, kiln sorted, great. Do we want to get this built immediately? I kind of feel like that's maybe not the worst thing in the world. Glass. Let's get you sold first. Yeah. I know. 238 bucks. Money-wise, though, we're doing a little bit better. We're doing a little bit better than we were, which is great. So 80 turquoise and vitality potions. So conical flask, presumably we're going to need for the vitality potion. The vitality potion is down here. I mean, we're going to need to get this anyway. Vitality potion and turquoise. So, yeah. Finish up glass, which we will do in, I mean, literally 9 seconds. I mean, 0 seconds. Then start work on the blender. Then we'll get vitality potion. Then we'll just research turquoise. You know, just get it done. I do need to make... Yeah, I do need to make this whole nursery system work and get that sort of plumbed into the mess that is this area. And this is going to be... It's going to be a real pain in the backside. If you're doing this yourself, I would advise creating gaps between the tables so that you don't have to do what I did and try and mess everything up and squeeze everything in. There is definitely a way that we can do this, though. There is absolutely a way that we can do this, because we can put it up onto the table from here and then just punt it all the way down, which is exactly what I'm going to do. In fact, why don't I just move the nursery over to this area? I mean, can we take back seeds? That's exactly what I wanted to do. Right, so just ditch all this. Ditch all this. Yep, we'll confirm. Cool. And then what we will do... Why am I doing this right now? Is this the absolute priority that we have at the present moment? No, it's really not. It's really not. But I'll do this over here. Right, inspect nursery. We need to select the seeds this way. Fine. How on earth I'm going to get fertilizer into this area? Could just be manually. Could just be manually for now. Could just be manually for now. So, let's also... I think I'm going to equip you to... position 9 on the... Or position 0 on the hotbar. I don't know how to do that, though. There must be some way. I mean, drag this down here. It's literally just that simple. Amazing. Okay, so that means that I can have a... Not enough ingredients. We need rope. Thankfully, rope is right there. Beautiful. Anybody waiting in the shop? Nope, nobody's waiting in the shop. Oh yeah, I should turn the rope machines back on, shouldn't I? So we need to make linen thread here. Great. That's good. I mean, yeah, we will shortly, very, very shortly, in fact, have an unlimited number of bits of rope. So let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna play it safe and maybe do something like this. Yep, do something like that. And then, you know what? Let's also get vertical belt in position number 8 there. So we can do up and over. Switch. Perfect. 7. Out, 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 and up. Good. Okay, so as long as we have... Come down to the edge and all the way along. Great. As long as we have this working, and you know what? Actually, I will reverse that. Yeah, I will reverse that, and I will actually destroy this storage box. Destroy the storage box, destroy the lamp on top. That's fine. I do actually want to replace the lamp, because it's kind of... It kind of adds the ambiance that I think is, you know, respectful and interesting and fun. So, let's yoink that into there. Beautiful. And flax, we can't exactly put this... Can't exactly put this at the output, but I suppose on a temporary basis, I could always just build a... switch around... Yeah, I could always just build a box right here, so that we can actually... That actually serves quite well to form a buffer, and it'll mean that everything will work in slightly better configurations. Okay, we need fertilizer, which means that we need clay. I know that is going to be a bit of a nightmare to transport, but at least for now, I will transport it manually, because I do need to consider... Oh, we can only get 9... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can do 30, and that feels like it's going to last for quite a long time. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll leave that there for now. So I do still need to sort out sage, and sage comes into the puzzle here. Right, so if we did want to do sage, growing it here would probably not be the craziest idea. And then we can auto-draw from there. Also, I'm thinking that I need to increase my grind capabilities. This is something that I've kind of been sleeping on, to be honest. The numbers of grindability, the grindability numbers are just not there. Let's trash you. Yep, and then we will rework the belt ever so slightly. There we go. Good. That works perfectly. Now we've got a ratio of one crusher to 2 grinders. I keep on confusing grinders and crushers, but at the end of the day, it does not flippin' matter. That's good. All right, back to the research. Vitality potion, we're going to just get. Good. So we've unlocked the blender, we've unlocked the glass, we've unlocked the kiln. I've not done anything with it yet. Same with the brick. We've not done anything with the brick. I almost guarantee that we're going to have to get a kiln in order to build some of these advanced buildings here. Turquoise requires a health potion plus something. That is like water or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what the... I'm not sure what it is. We'll unlock vitality potion. We'll unlock the other stuff before we get going. This is looking great. This is looking fantastic. I am so pleased with how this is all coming together. Right. What's the issue with you? We don't have enough sage. Yeah, I tell you what, let's sort out sage right now. I mean, it's midnight, so I feel pretty good doing it. I do want to put it here, but that feels like a little bit close. So let's do something like that there. We're going to go and get sage seeds so that I can... I mean, once I've automated this, right? Oh, we've got red currant seeds. They're new to this alchemy level or whatever. I do feel like... Set seeds, excuse me. There we go. I do feel like things are coming along very, very nicely. Let's get 8. Let's go over, and reverse, and back, and 7. Rotate around. Beautiful. So this is going to be our output for clay. So at least one of these things, one of these processes is going to be automated. Oh, yeah, I can also build, and I've not built them yet. I've not built the lab stand yet. I do need nails, and I am buffering nails. So I can just yoink them straight out of there. Perfection. Let's have a little look at this. Let's have a little look at this lab structure. So, yeah, as I imagined, it goes over belts, and yeah, we can stack. This is perfect. This is an absolute dream, because now it means that we can do something like this. Won't interfere with the belt underneath. All we need to do is just input the outputs. Yeah, here is the best place to do it. Let's do that to line up there. T, rotate. Actually, tell you what, I can do better than this. My only gripe about this game is, so far, deleting things is a little bit of a chore. That's my only gripe, is that to press X and then to press F to confirm. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to be able to confirm. I just feel like it's a little bit... There we go. I just feel like it is a little bit cumbersome to do. Right. And actually, we already have a storage solution here, so there's no need to buffer the output directly, because we can just buffer the sage seeds in the existing storage box. How perfect is that? That's absolutely perfect. Right, I don't know if that's going to be enough sage to keep this whole process working at full speed ahead. Same with the fact that I don't know if this is going to be enough flax to keep this process working at full speed ahead. The good news is that it seems like it takes a long time for the fertilizer to go through. Yeah. Well, we'll see when both of the sort of health potion and the rope situation. We'll see how that all works out. Do I want to get another processor to make more mortars? No, I've got plenty of mortars. We're doing absolutely fine for that. Do I want to rearrange this area? I mean, I did talk about how I maybe wanted to move all of this stuff forward, but I mean, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why would I bother fixing it? It seems fine. Right, let's get turquoise. Let's do the research right now. I am going to go to sleep in a minute. I presume at 6 o'clock these things are going to get... At 6 o'clock in the morning, that is. I presume these things are going to get refilled automatically. But I mean, there's pretty much no reason for us to sleep anymore, right? Because the only reason that we'd realistically want to sleep is to skip a little bit of growing time. And now that I've got the automated nursery, and in fact, I can get more automated nurseries up here very, very easily. All we do is just take a branch of this, and it's fine. Yeah. It's good. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. My grinders are still not grinding at a decent speed, though. I feel like I need to add 2 more grinders here. Right, let's do that. And all we need to do in order to fix this setup is just to go there, there, there. Whoops. Oh, we can build on top of that. That is good to note. I don't think I'm going to need to build on top of the grinders at any time soon, but it's worth considering. Okay, so Vitality Potion will require... Is that quicklime? I think that's quicklime, so I think we're going to have to do something with quicklime eventually. This is... I presume this is going to be the arts craft stand. I presume this is going to be like the moneymaker for this, you know, tier 4 here. Pipes, I'm almost certain that we're going to need pipes. A shaper. That's what we need in order to make the Jupiter. Fine. The blast furnace. Roof. Wooden shelf. Okay. Okay. Conical flask. Extractor. Fine. You know what? Let's go and sleep. We're only going to be able to sleep for like 10 minutes, but it's fine. Some respite. Some respite from the ever pesky customers. Loads and loads of cash coming in today. Loads and loads of expenses. 15,000, 16,000. Ooh. Do we have any bills waiting for us? Let's have a little look. Any bills? Yep, 15,000. We can pay it, but I think paying it would be a very, very daft thing to do. Right, carpenter quest. Metal storage box. And all it's going to take is some nails and some iron ingots. I will do that immediately. Let's do it. The random order is some healing potions, some stone, and some charcoal. Not a bad idea. The bulk order is glass. 53,000 is glass, turquoise, brick, and iron. You know what? Let's pin that. Expires in 4 days. Pinned on HUD. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool. And then this is permanently valid. I will maybe try and do the random quest, but if I don't end up doing the random quest, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Okay, this is looking good. Am I getting enough sage powder through here? Almost certainly not. We're going to need to get more. And I'm almost certainly going to need to get more of this stuff as well, the flax. Yeah, we're not at 100% like capacity though. I mean, that is clear. That is definitely noteworthy. What's the issue with this setup here? Why are we not... we're not smelting because we don't have iron. Well, I tell you what, I've not I mean, how do we input? How do we actually add iron to this? What is the... There's no input. Yeah, there's actually no input for this. I think we need to add iron ore manually. Okay, well, let's go and buy 3 more bits of iron ore. I mean, I've not actually bought... Okay, we can buy 1 bit of iron ore. Is that seriously the best that I can do? I've got these gears that I've clung onto. I got a lot of junk, to be honest. I got limestone? Why the heck do I have limestone here? I mean, limestone we can at least put into this sucker. And then we can go and buy 2 more bits of iron ore. There we go. Okay, so that'll at least sort things out a little bit. There we go. Add you in there. Add you in there. Add you in there. Great. Fine. Customers are waiting. Always customers waiting. Always customers waiting. What do we want today? Healing potions. A lot of demand for healing potions. Fine. Loads of demand for healing potions. But that's okay. We like selling. We like selling. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Right, so the iron ore operation is working. We should have a few nails. We don't have any nails. The rest are on the belt. That's fine. Okay, let's actually get down and dirty with the recipes for today. Let's press V and take a little look at... Where is it? Goods. Here we go. Vitality potion. So, quicklime powder is lime, and lime is just running stone through the crucible. Fine. That's easy to do. And then quicklime grinded is into quicklime powder. That's okay. So at least we can do that half very easily. Fruit wine? Aha. Okay, so fruit wine is berries, red currant berries, processed through the extractor. Yeah, so red currant seeds, plants, they give us the berries, 1,800. That's quite a lot, actually. Let's at least buy the red currant seeds. I'm gonna plan this out. So, I need some iron bars. Where the heck would the iron bars be found? Here? Yeah, but of course we don't actually have that many right now. That's not ideal. I'm gonna have to scavenge some from the belt, which I don't love doing. I also need to go and serve my customers. So go and do that real quick. God, I really want to know how to automate this. I really want to know how to automate the process of selling here. I mean, the game is multiplayer, so theoretically, if you have a friend, if you've got a little brother or sister who you could somehow manipulate into just sitting there doing nothing, then that would be ideal. Free labor. But failing that, we need to figure out the automation somehow. Okay. Right. So, I obviously want to get more sage. Sage is definitely something that I'm after. However, this area is going to be... Yeah, so we're going to grow more sage here. You know what? Why don't I just do that right now? Let's just go and get some more sage seeds. We might as well. I still need to increase pretty drastically, honestly. I need to drastically increase the amount of clay that I'm getting, even though it looks like I got a lot of clay at the moment. This will all disappear as soon as I add this. Cool. Sage seeds. Select seeds. Yep, sage. Beautiful. Great. Get that in there. The good thing about doing this, right, is that we have instant growth. We don't need to wait, you know, X number of... hold on. Ditch these, actually. Yeah, we don't need to wait X number of days in order to see growth. Right. I need to pick up a little bit more clay. I will just pick up a little bit here. I think we might even need a third. Is Is that crazy? The footprint is the same. Actually, no. The footprint is slightly bigger for the original planter. Yeah, customers. So I'm just trying to think if I can throw in a little bit of a temporary hold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, if I could throw in a temporary hold here. Because I want to get this... I want to get this here, but I want to... Is that the right size? That is the right size. Okay. I'm leaving space for another sage thing there. I am also going to get additional belting out here. This is... It's sand. Sand is the major flipping issue. How is it that we still just do not have the grind capacity? I thought we did have the grind capacity. Give me another grinder there. I honestly thought that we would be fine. I mean, if I need to, I can move this crusher up a little bit. But it just seems like I don't even know the ratio. How long does this take? See, the problem is I don't know. 450 seconds. That's how long it takes for the entire thing to be destroyed, right? It's not 450 seconds for this process. I also don't know how long this process takes. 12 seconds, I guess? It's weird how some places it says... See, it says 4 seconds there, but it doesn't say it elsewhere. Anyway, whatever. Okay, add a little bit of sand into there. Get rid of it from my inventory. Fine. Okay. Customers waiting. Customers waiting. Customers, customers, customers. Good. Thank you for your cash. Thank you for your patronage. Much appreciated. Right, red currant seeds. Let's get them in here. Good. Okay, so after that, I needed to extract. I needed to plant. That gives me red currants. And then from there, it is... Where is it? Yeah, planting. Hold on. Do I not have the extractor? I need to look here. Yeah. Fruit wine extractor. Do I not have the extractor? I do not have the extractor. Fine. Well, get the extractor. We can go and serve a customer whilst we're waiting the 10 seconds that it takes to get that done. I love the fact that research takes absolutely no time at all. I mean, relatively speaking, of course. It's more of a cash flow issue that impacts my that impacts everything else. Okay, hold on. That impacts research. Right, so we got red currants. Good, bring that out here. Need a little bit more wood. That's fine. We have got like 1 billion wood. I need to get rid of these large wooden gears. Maybe I just yoink down a... I'm sure this placement is going to come back to bite me in the bahookie, but it's fine. Yoink down that, free up a little bit of space. Sage. I mean, why do I even have a single bit of sage in my inventory? Get that out of there. Right, the research is done. There we go. Good. Happy days. I'll wait for you to come. You look like a nasty character. But you're buying, so I don't care. Right, we are still getting healing potions, which is good. And yes, I do know that we are going to require healing potions in order to have the next level of potions. Right, so here's the thing. Extractor requires glass. That's fine. We're okay with that. We need a kiln. A kiln is going to require clay. Of course it is. And it's going to require to be built on one of these suckers. Okie doke. Okie doke. Let's build this. Let's build this over here. I mean, we can build it in line with my existing things, and we can extend this this belt. Sure. And now that I've got the scaffolding lab blocks or whatever they're called, we should be able to bridge over that quite easily. Nice, $1,000. We're actually making decent money here. I hope we eventually get to the point where we're able to make so much money that I don't actually have to worry about my customers at all. Right. T. There we go. Rotate around. So now you might be thinking, oh no, we need to bridge that gap. Well, it's now easy. It's now so easy with this lab stuff. There we go. There. And 8. Rotate around. And right in there. Beautiful. And that is pretty much... I mean, I think that's pretty much the best fuel source that we could possibly have at this stage. I think charcoal powder is quite literally the best that we can get. And we've got plenty of this stuff. Yeah, we got loads of it. We're making it in decent quantities. That's perfect. Right. Okay, so you are up and running, and we're not actually doing anything with this quite yet, but that's okay. We'll build the kiln. We'll build the kiln now. I need a little bit more. Need a little bit more of this stuff. I will yoink that out of there because I am short of, remarkably still short of sand. I mean, absolutely incredible. I am going to get some more crushers. We will sort that in just a sec, but for now, let's just get the substantive stuff done. Okay, kiln. What is the input to the kiln? I have absolutely no idea how we make glass. It's flipping sand. Of course it's sand. The bane of my existence. Sand, sand, sand. Okay, well, at least that incentivizes us to sort our sand production out, like, properly. I think I'm gonna get... Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I mean, it's obvious that we need to do more with clay. Like, clay is something that we absolutely need to sort. And I think, before things get too out of control, I think I'm just gonna bin this, right? We bin that. We get a little extender down here. Yep. We slam that in there. And then what we do is we build another 2 assemblers, actually? Is that a bit bold? That might be a bit bold, but I'm kind of into it. And those assemblers will be solely focused on clay. Obviously, I know what that means. It means that we need more sand. It might actually even seriously impact the amount of charcoal that we're producing, and it's not like I've got enough space to produce any more charcoal. Although, that being said, remember that I've now got the lab structures. I could theoretically get another crucible in here to make more charcoal. You know what? There are customers waiting, but I actually have stopped caring. I need to get that in there, and I need to get that in there. Is this going to make it an impossibility for me to get... you know what? Actually... it's not going to be an impossibility. It's not going to be an impossibility at all. Because this game has flippin' got everything... It's got everything considered. It's literally got everything considered. That's the thing. So we can just trash this and build some lab stands over here and there. Fine. And then we go 8 and we just plonk this down here. Unbelievable. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. It works like an absolute dream. I cannot tell you, folks, how much I'm enjoying this. In fact, I have told you multiple times how much I'm enjoying this, but it is literally worth repeating. Oh, I didn't even leave a gap. I left a gap there. That makes it look a bit weird. Do I really care? Nah, I'm not that bothered. Right, clay. Clay. Good. All right, so here's the thing. It's time for these crushers to get moved. I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete all of this belt that is currently here. I really wish I could figure out the ratio. I think it's 1:4. I think it's 1:4. So, that's... Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to pick up these bits of stone. Okay, if it's 1:4, which I think it is, I very much think it is, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and they will be the crushers for you. Then the next crusher... will go... yeah, it can go there, but I mean, it should probably go there, so it looks a bit more lined up. Yeah, so we line it up with the first one. Then we're going to get another crusher here. Is that right? Nope. Needs to be ever so slightly moved across because we're going to need another grinder in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 grinders for the next part. This is all going to be concerned with clay. Is it going to be enough? I actually don't think so. I actually don't think so, but it's a significant amount of investment. Okay, I'm going to adjust. This is what I wanted to avoid. I'm going to adjust that so that we can try and... There we go. Try and avoid picking up too many bits of stone. I knew it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run back. And there we go. Move all of the bits manually. If I have to do that, it's fine. It's literally not the end of the world. Also, yeah, I realize that you are out of clay, and I have been a very, very bad Alchemy Factory manager because I have not moved any of my clay across. Although, to be fair, we don't have any clay because... Well, of course we don't have any clay. Because I'm trying to do all of the sand process. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then, is one singular belt going to be enough to make this whole process work? I actually am a little bit doubtful, to be honest with you. I still think 1 to 4 is the right ratio, but I'm still not even convinced that I'm right. Either way, that's fine. Right, sand is the next thing that we need over here. Let's continue. You know, I wish I could elevate this entire belt. I can elevate this entire belt. I absolutely can elevate this belt. And you know what? I'm going to do that because it looks a little funky coming through the stone here. Right. There we go. And actually, good opportunity to redo this. Just trash it all. Yep. Demolition, 34 objects. Fine. It's 8. We cannot raise you here. We can raise you there. Or we can raise you, like, here. Do that there. And then hop into 9. And then... Oh, that works like an absolute dream. Look at that. We can just drag it all the way along here. Perfect. And so now we will just have an elevated belt. And that cost us... What, 20 seconds of work? I just love how this all works. And the conveyor belt's so darn cheap to build as well. Look at that. I mean, it literally just costs us wood. It costs us wood. So, 8. We can go down here. Well, I need to press T. I don't want to destroy these things. I'm almost certainly going to forget, but I'm going to come back when we've gone through the stone a little bit, because I really don't want to be picking up the stone, putting it into my inventory and reworking it, because it's just such a big old pain in the backside. Besides, we're going to need more crucibles down here, so let's... or more, what is it, crushers down here. Right, I think that's it. I think it's a gap of 1. Yeah, it's a gap of 1 in order to get that 1 to 4 ratio perfectly working. Let's maybe... Yeah, there's no space restrictions. I mean, there is a little bit of a space restriction, but there's no real space restrictions. Right, is that going to be enough crushing capability? Guess we'll soon find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need more woods. It's fine. Take it all, because we always need more woods. How's that looking in terms of... Good thing that I spotted this. How's that looking in terms of clay production? What's the issue here? We not got any sand? Oh, good thing that I checked. There we go. Just a quick little redo of that. We got any excess sand yet? Nope. We are still a little bit pressed on the old sand. What we can do, if we need to, we can always upgrade this to a bigger storage box and have 2 inputs, 2 outputs, and then just have 1 input going out through there and then 1 output going through there. You know, it's definitely possible. But I think for now, as long as we have no backlogs, and there's a little bit of a backlog here, but as long as we have no real sort of like substantive backlogs, we can get away with it. Right, I'm going to pick up like 3 bits of clay in order to pop them into here, just so that that doesn't run out, because it is quite an important process. Then we're going to return to grinding up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. Hold on. No, this is not what we need to do. We need to crucible first, don't we? Yeah, we need to put the stone... Yeah, so this is... Okay, cancel. Yeah. We need to put another heating thing down. Yoink that through there. Yeah, and then we need to get 3 crucibles. Yeah, let's get 3 crucibles this time. We need more stone. Well, we got loads of stone. Are we actually buffering it anywhere? The stone should be buffered here. Excellent. Okay, it's 1:50 in the morning. That's what we like to see. Yeah, so 1 crucible here. This kiln is probably far enough away that we don't have to worry about it, but I can always address that. Right. Let's do... How long does it take for the stone to get fired in the crucible? Crafted the crusher? No. Recipe. I need... It's this stuff, right? It takes 9 seconds. It takes 9 seconds to be crucibled. It takes 12 seconds to be ground. So if it takes 9 seconds, I think we can get away with 3. I mean, that sounds... Let's try a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Let's try a 1-to-1 ratio. We will make this happen. Rope. We should have rope, right? I think we still have a little bit of rope coming through. We do. 80, great. And we're going to continue to need it, so it's important that we have rope manufacturing. Right. So, jump over here. 8. Up there. 7. Perfect. It's good. Do I have any stone at all? Nope, but I can just yoink that bit of limestone there, and in fact, that helps me out greatly. So, let's see if this ends up working. So we crucible first, and then where do we go? We're going to need to go somewhere to grind. I mean, we could grind on like an elevated platform here. Or better still, a table if we could squeeze it in. I mean, I don't hate it, to be honest. I don't hate it at all. I really do not hate that. I mean, I haven't really done much with tables over here. I mean, we kind of started with tables and then immediately moved everything to the floor, so... Yeah, let's do that. Why not? I mean, I don't think I can do... Yeah, I can't do anything like that, so we'd have to build sort of like support structure all the way across. Which is fine. I can switch form. Oh, I can actually go taller. That would be acceptable. I mean, it looks cool as heck. So, yeah, of course I'm going to do it. Right, we've got a little bit of quicklime. I don't know how long this is going to take, though. Doesn't look like it's going the speed that I want it to go. So, with that in mind, let's do this. Excuse me, can I delete you? There we go. Delete this. Cancel. Delete. Delete. Confirm. Yep. And then 0. Up. Down there. Perfect. Yeah, so then we go with a few more nails. I'll take them because I feel like I'm going to be using the structural stuff a lot more now. Get that in there. Nice. Perfect. So now we should be able to elevate all of the bits that we need. I might be able to get away with just a single crusher, you know? Look, I've got the backup. I got the backup twins over here just in case I need them. But we'll at least see if our current crucible setup can handle everything. Right, then we're going to grind. And I'm going to leave space for... I mean, we'll try with 4. We'll try with 4 grinders. See how long it takes to grind. Good. And then... Let's check the recipe again, because I've almost certainly forgotten it. Sand. Why the hell am I making this? Quicklime powder. Oh my god. Oh, day summary. Okay, well, that answers that question then. Ooh, 20,000 of expenses. We're making quicklime powder, and I don't need quicklime powder. I just need to grind sand. What the heck? Okay, well, I've inadvertently ended up doing something which I needed to do anyway. Let's go... Fine. This is... Oh, hold on. Run back to here. Make sure that I do... Make sure that I do this. Oh, just... Fine. Yes, I know you're going to do that, video game. T. Here we go. Inspect. No, yeah. You see, that's the problem. Alright, move that over there. You're going to need to come with me. Great. 8. T. Rotate. Perfect. Okay, and then keep it coming. And we will build more of these things. Amazing. All the way down here. Perfection. Perfection personified. T. 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 Look at that. Look at that. It works. Works like an absolute dream. Okay, quicklime we're making completely accidentally. Not really the focus of what I was trying to do. But we've done it now, so hey-ho. Right, crusher. Yep, let's get you crushing something, and let's get you crushing something as well. So at least we can just get something going. Where's the input? The input is at that side. Can we get away with just... I mean, well, we only have one. We only have one kiln here. So if we need more sand, if we need to fire more sand, we're gonna have to build another kiln. That's fine. I'll leave those 4 crushers available to do something else. That's gonna get us glass. The glass is gonna be required for something. There we go. Good. Come out the back here and just buffer in a chest for now. Yeah, so whilst I go and serve customers, whilst I go and deal with the other stuff. There we go. Okay, we're going to add sand because clearly we're not getting enough. It's good. The kiln must... Oh, how much does it require, actually? It requires 3 bits. 3 bits of sand in order to make glass. So we can almost certainly guarantee that we're going to need more. Right. Okay, so I need glass in order to build the extractor, yes? I think so. I think I do. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink. Amazing. Random quest. 120 stone, 25 healing potions, 150 charcoal. 25 healing potions might be a little bit of an ask, because I have been a bad flax person again. I really do need to automate this, don't I? I really do. And I also need to make another nursery here, which I definitely can do. Like, it's definitely not out with the realms of possibility. I just need to figure out how the heck I'm going to do it. And how the heck I'm going to get all of my clay. Although the good news is, right? The very, very good news is that clay now looks... I mean, it looks way better. It looks way, 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 way better. I mean, so much so that we've actually gone through all of our charcoal powder. And now I think we're going to need way more charcoal powder. Which means that we're going to have to find somewhere else... So, somewhere new to process the charcoal powder. The good news is, though, it's working. It's absolutely working. It is absolutely flippin' working, which is the main thing. Wood-wise, do I want another table saw? Probably want to get another table saw in here. Because I feel like the charcoal we're just getting through is just not enough at the moment. But on the, you know, whatever, we can deal with that process in a little bit. For now, let's just, even if it is a little bit inefficient, let's focus on getting this vitality potion and this new thing sorted. Thank you. There we go. 720 bucks. It's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not great how not everything is currently working. And in fact, all of my kilns are about to go out if we don't get more charcoal powder. That is what we call a problem. That is what we call a problem. Yeah. I mean, I could get another kiln on the top here. I mean, there is a way, now that we've got the support structure stuff, we can always get more. But the problem, I think, is more the fact that we just don't have enough wood coming in through here. That's okay, though. That's fine. Oh, look, we're starting to see all of our wood backlogged there. That's nice. That's very nice. Here's the thing. Can I do... I mean, support structure, right? How does support structure work? I can't build on top of this. I'm just thinking, can I build like a... Could I... Is there like a place where I could put... Like here, for example. If I built a platform... This is so dodgy. But if I built a platform there, right? Could I build a... It's an invalid position. But it's close to working, right? So if I built that there... I could build this here. Oh, I am seeing... I am gonna start... I'm gonna start losing my mind soon. This is okay, though. I mean, it might sound like I'm just wasting time here, but the important thing is that we're getting glass. Or at least we should be getting glass. Let me go, just gonna double check that, just to make sure. We should be getting a little bit of glass. Brilliant, we got 23 glass. We'll get that sorted in just a second. Here's the thing about a table saw over in this vicinity. I think it's exactly what I want to do. Here's what I want to do first. This is gonna be nasty. Right, I want to go... Yeah, there. Okay, the logs were unhappy with that system. But here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. I feel like this is really quite cool. Right, up here, and then we get a table saw in this configuration right there. We get an elevated thingy right up to the top. Beautiful. Fill that with 3 logs, whatever. Yeah, there's more logs that we're going to need to get rid of. But I can just pump them right back into here. There we go. And where's the other bag? It's in there. Just one. That's fine. Okay, so the table saw is there. Now, all I need to do is thread the needle. Thread the needle over to here. Yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. This is definitely not unhinged and is going to cause me problems in the future. It actually works, though. It legitimately works. The issue is going to be getting it down, right? I mean... Yeah, the problem is... Actually, it's not going to be a problem at all. We can just do... We can just do that. I mean, literally just exactly that. Cool. Cool. Are we going to be able to get away without having any sort of supply issues here? I hope so. I hope so. I think we'll try just to see if that makes a difference in and of itself, having 2 cutting machines here. I cannot believe that works, by the way. That is so tight. That is so cool. I just love the fact that you can do that. Okay, good. 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 Excellent. Very, very nice. Right. We'll see if that makes any difference to the quality of the sort of supply chain that we've got for... I mean, yeah, look at that. Already fully backlogged here. If we need to get a 3rd crucible, I can actually fit that in. As I say, now that I've got the structure, we can get an elevator right here, and then just sort of go right up to the top. That is 100% possible. And in fact, why the heck don't I just do that, to be honest? Crucible, bang it in there. Support structure, here's the thing about the support structure. We're going to have to get rid of this. Actually, no, what am I talking about? We just use the double banger. We just use the double banger. It's incredible. It's incredible. Then we switch. Then we go here. And then all we do is we get one of these guys. And we go up and out. And it automatically adjusts the belt so that it now works. And then we go across here. And that's perfect. And then all we need to do is just link it up to that one, because frankly, there is no need to have 2 elevators here, and I don't particularly care which one that it goes into, because we're going to be just fine. Right, so we have just increased our charcoal production by 50%, which in turn will increase our charcoal powder production. Are we going to need more grinders? The grinders seem to be handling things just fine, so I'm not going to worry about that altogether too much. There we go. Nails. Fantastic. 27k in the bank. Healing potions coming in clutch. Love it. Absolutely love it. We only have a few more healing potions. They are still coming through. It's just somewhat sporadic. It's also now a little bit more challenging to access my clay. Just make sure that we got this all sorted. Good. Nice. Okay. Back to this area. We've got quicklime. We have got glass. It's time to get us the extractor. I'm going to drop off this bit of wood. Also, I love how I've got such an intricate factory, and I don't have to go far at all to get from one side to the other. I mean, look, it's not the largest factory, but heck, I mean, it's coming together, isn't it? It really is. Right, recipes. Let's have a little look-see. Glass. We have got red current. We now need to extract the red current. I want to extract the red current over here. We've got the ability to build the extractor. We just need a little bit of iron. Am I backlogging iron literally anywhere? I am, but of course I've run out of iron. Yay. And I can't... I mean, actually, I think the blast furnace... The larger heating area, consuming fuel faster than stoves, and can automatically refill fuel through a conveyor belt. Yeah, but I need a way to automatically smelt the iron, though. That's what I need. I need an entry point for the iron. Customer waiting? Yeah, okay. It's a problem. It's a problem. I don't know how we're going to solve the iron issue, to be honest. Because I really don't want to be... I don't want to be constantly going back and forth. I think I can only get 2. Yeah, I can literally only get 2 right now, and that's not good. Add iron ore. Add iron ore. That's fine. Don't want to disconnect that, because if I do, I'm going to end up forgetting about it. Nails, though, we are doing absolutely fine for. I'll actually put a few more nails back into there, because I don't really need the space. And you know what? Let's do one more iron run. Can I free up any additional space? Can merge that. Merge a few of them into there. That's fine. Oh, also, yeah, whatever. Did I not check out the quests today? I did not. I have been pretty lax about dealing with the quests, because I've got plenty of money. And I know that I do have unpaid bills. Go, 1, 2. I know that I've got unpaid bills, but I also feel like I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, the bills can wait. The bills, I think, you know, they wait for like 7 days. So, I'm not sweating the small stuff. Right. Enough for an extractor. What was it, like 8? I'll maybe get like 12 iron just in case. It's good. And then let's get the extractor. It's 5. Oh, we need pipes. We're going to need pipes for this. A-okay with me. Let's build this on a table. I feel like a table is good. It gives us easier access to this stuff, so important to do. Also, I need to go and get pipes. Conical flask feels probably required for the next bit as well. Deal with this. Good. 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 Nice. Okay. Happy days. Yeah. No, don't mess around with that. Don't mess around with that, potato. Right, so we get pipes. Fine. That's at least going to allow us to use the extractor, get the extractor built here. Yep, we'll just straight up move these resources up to the top. Move it a little bit closer. Excellent. 7. Perfect. And right in there. And the extractor is going to extract. How do we build pipes? How the heck do we build pipes? Build cost, literally, just... Let's drag that down there. Literally just iron. So then what do we do? What the heck do we do now? What's the recipe? Fruit wine. So we get fruit wine here. Great. And that requires fruit wine in a blender. Right. Do I have the blender? I do have the blender. I need one more bit of iron ore in order to get this. God, we need more. We need more iron production desperately, and I've kind of hemmed myself in there. How are we doing with charcoal dust? Actually, not bad. Actually, not bad. It's not perfect yet, though. And yeah, the good news is, though, is that we are making a lot more clay. Finally, I think we've caught up on sand production. Yeah, we're starting to buffer a little bit of sand over there. That's good. My clay storage facilities looking a lot better, looking a lot fuller. It's something at least. Right, another table. And another table. So, blender, we're going to blend... What's the ratio of recipes? I need to check. I don't even know. So 6 seconds it takes in order to build that. The blender, we're going to set the recipe for the vitality potion. We can almost make this. We can almost make this. In fact, we can almost make both. The vitality potion is 4 of the quicklime stuff, which I'm already making over there. That's good. And the fruit wine. So this takes 8 seconds. So the pipe entry looks to be at the top. Aha, okay. Right, so we need more iron. Definitely need more iron. This fills me with a little bit of dread, to be honest with you. Because I know that we're going to need so much more iron than we currently have. Also, I'm thinking... Do I just elevate the blender? Because going, like... I mean, we can and we will go down. move down, so it's this button here, right? No. I don't know how we switch form. Aha, that's what we're after. Okay. So we build to here. Then we go down. Then we go across. Hey, look, I mean it's no art of Michelangelo, but it's decent, right? It's decent. Right. Next piece of the puzzle is literally the output from these grinders right here over to there. What's the best way to do that? Can I build structural supports on top of the crucible? The answer to that is no. I can build structural supports on top of this, though. A little bit more woods. Yep. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Can build structural supports on top of this. So, here's my current plan. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I think it's the most direct way. And it's going to mean that I can keep everything, like, kind of compact. But if we do this, if we do this right over to the end here. Yep, quick climb, that's what we like to see. Then we go up to there. God, this is gonna be messy, isn't it? And then, yeah, we're gonna have to use that. Perfect. But we're gonna go up to the top. We're gonna come out of here, and we're gonna go back along, and we're gonna keep everything reasonably compact. Do I need to get more belt than that? We will see. We will see in just a second. Right. I want to try and keep this elevated. We're going to need to use the second form here. Keep it elevated at that level. That's fine. We don't need to go all the way to the ground. And in fact, if I just keep it double elevated, that will work out. I mean, we are creating a little bit of a sort of like Miracle Wonder suspension bridge style operation here, but it's fine. There we go. Looking good, and this will integrate very, very nicely. Bring that across there, put that in there. Okay, so we blend into a Vitality Potion. The output of the Vitality Potion is going to just go into a small chest and buffer for now. But in the future, we can absolutely look to sell it, which I will do. Okay, red currants, you are plentiful enough to supply all that we need. Heck yeah. How many? We need 4 quicklime powder. That's good. It's good. Look at that. We're getting what we need. Okay, so that is 50% of what we require. Jewelry wise, we need lime water. So we're going to need to extract this quicklime stuff and then combine it with a healing potion. Well, the healing potion does go by on that belt over there. Let's make some more tables. Can I squeeze some more tables in here? I can do tables vertically. That's fine. Doesn't need to necessarily look perfect. I want to keep this entire area where... Are we going to need more belts? What's the issue? What's the issue here? Why is this not working? It is. Oh, it's just taking ages. These crucibles are slow and are not producing anywhere near the type of quantity of resource that we actually require. Huh. That's going to be a problem. But it's also not going to be a problem because I can squeeze in another kiln operation right here if I need to. Let's not sweat the small stuff. I need 100 vitality potions. I've got 4. Amazing. I'm going to need more quicklime, though. I'm going to need a lot more quicklime. That does kind of worry me. That does kind of worry me. Interestingly, though, I could build another... Oh, is it part of the issue that we just don't have heat? Is that the problem? I mean, I can add more charcoal powder there. There we go. Add that to the max. Yeah, is it because we just don't have heat? I think it is. I think it is. So we clearly, like, are producing not enough charcoal powder. that is a problem. So, yeah, this kind of goes back to the issue that I was talking about. You know what? Let's not worry about it. I'm actually not going to worry about it right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to see if we can try and set up the other production setup. At least if we have it, right? At least if we have it, we can worry about sort of adjusting all of the correct bits later on. So, we get the lime water. Let's go to the recipe here. So, 80 lime water, and then that is blended together. So, we're going to need to extend this out here. We need a little bit more iron ore. Oh, look at that. We're actually backlogging a little bit of iron now. That's what we like to see. So, that's good. So, the nails clearly have stopped producing themselves, which is just excellent. It's superb, and that means that I am going to catch a little bit of a break there. I think I want to get the blast furnace up and running. I really do. Healing potions are going to come in here. You know what? Let's do what I said I was going to do. I really should be leaving a little bit of a gap in between the tables so we can squeeze up an elevator. That's what I'm going to do with healing potions. I said it. I said it. I'm actually going to do it. Okay, good. So healing potions, going to come up here. Let's build it right now. Right in there. Excellent. And right across. Perfect. So healing potions are going to come in here. We can get more blenders either side if we need to. And then pipes. Do I have enough iron to make this happen? Probably. So we're going to come across here to there. Excellent. We're going to switch form. And you are going to go down. Excellent. Switch form again. And across. Perfect. That looks much better. If I'm honest with you, looks much better. So we get turquoise. Turquoise is going to start manufacturing. We need some healing potions. And the healing potions are not making themselves right now. Why? Because of a lack of flax. It's finally caught up with me. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. The flax operation is... it's happening. It's just not happening to any great degree of speed, which is the entire issue. So, yoink a bit more iron out there. Get a secondary nursery in here. This is going to be... Oh, we're in start of the new day. I don't even want to think about my expenses. Ugh. Don't even want to think about my expenses at all. Nope, no siree. Output you there. Flax is not a fertilizer. Don't think so. It is a combustible, though. That's definitely something to note. Right. So you go into... Don't drag. We select. Add fertilizer. Add fertilizer. Add fertilizer. There must be better fertilizers than clay, but I think I checked. Nutrient value 384. Not that. Not that. Clay powder. It's the same as same 384, and we only get one. We get one clay powder from grinding up clay, so there's pretty much no reason to do it. Doesn't look like linseed oil. Oh, we can extract. We can extract from flax. That's fine. Right, here's what I need to do. I need to get clay. I need to get clay over... I need to get clay over here to the other side, and I wish I didn't have to do this, but I unfortunately have to, because there is no way that I can avoid this any longer. Right. It's gonna be a big long chain, which is gonna put loads and loads of strain on my clay supply chain. No wood, it's fine. It's a good thing that wood is so easy to come by, and all we need to do is, remember to buffer it, and you'll be fine. Right. I can see it there. Can I build it from here? I totally can. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's so darn good. Right, next, let's elevate. Just because I want to make it look good. Is that... Yeah, that's too large of an elevation. We need to go back by one. Yes, there's customers. Whatever. Right, elevate here all the way along. And we're running out of nails, but that's fine. Let's go serve some customers real quick, and then I will check my post box, see what... Or my mailbox even, whatever it's called. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness, you kind of look Super Saiyan. That can't be unintentional. That has to be intentional. Right, what do we got? Any random quests? Bills 3 days ago? I mean, we can pay one of these. We can pay one of these bills. Amazing. Right. Clay. I need nails. I need nails. I need nails. And I will get 50% of them. I will split, and I will put 100 back. The reason being is that I don't want to stress my iron supply chain too much. I want to leave a little bit in there. Good. Clay is already here. Come ye down this way. Superb. Rotate. T, etc. There. There. You can't ask for a better setup than that, as far as I'm concerned. That is amazing. So that is going to be full capacity. I think that is going to be a full belt worth of resource. I don't think that we're going to have any issues, but if we do, I can always add some more grinders. That is going to mean both more healing potions and also more rope. I don't really care about the rope, but I can't help but think that I'm going to need rope for something soon. Yeah. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a little bit. Right. Jewelry stand, conical flask, soap, which is a grocery and is able to be sold for 38 bucks a piece, which is nice. Wooden platform, modular wooden floor, kind of like a larger stand, like a table. That would be kind of useful. Larger table, and presumably wouldn't have annoying legs in the way. Right, we need to get healing potions across here, don't we? We need to get healing potions across here. So let's automate this because I do not want to forget. And if I forget to do something, it is a problem. Can we squeeze that through there? Oh, we can't squeeze it through the table legs. We can squeeze it through the table legs this way though, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. That's good. That's it. That's exactly what we need. Right, so at least the healing potions into turquoise process, and as long as we buffer it, will now be complete. The vitality potions were already up to 15. The real issue with the vitality potions is what? It's the fruit wine. It is the fruit wine. Well, that, dear viewer, is a very easy problem to fix. Healing potion, yep. Thankfully, we're going to stop selling as many healing potions in just a second. There we go. Good. Yeah, we're going to run out of them, because half of them are now going to be diverted to produce more important things. But that's okay. This is a very easy problem to solve, because all we need to do is get 1, 2, 3... Sure, get 4. Why not? I mean, we've got plenty of berries. Plenty of red currants. There we go. And now, look at that. As long as we've got red currants, we will be fine. I say I've got plenty of red currants. I have no idea if I've got plenty of red currants or not. All I know is that it's working. I'm going to get a little buffer process here. So... What? What? There's more forms of the box? Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. So we can have like a run-through box. I mean, I'm going to build this out of... That's stupid, Potato. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is absolutely amazing. I mean, that is exactly what we need, right? That is quite literally... I probably should have used that about 1 billion times earlier, but that is literally something that we can replace. Oh, another Super Saiyan. Or maybe it's the same guy. Okay. Mr. Dragon Ball, have your potions. Amazing. There's only 3 more healing potions here. It's fine. They're coming along. Have I made any turquoise yet? I'm starting to make it. It's good. We've got 1 in the output. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. It's coming along very, very nicely indeed. Okay, so you still need way more fruit wine. But at least we're starting to increase production. So, I will need more iron. I will need more iron in somewhat large quantities. So I will take that. And we will see if we can try and get... I think, honestly... 2 more of these suckers. 2 more of these suckers. Get the clay in there, which might stress the clay out a little bit, but how much clay do we have? Enough. Loads and loads of clay, actually. Right, red currants. Chamomile seeds are locked. What do we got here? Lavender seeds and other seeds. That's okay. Right. This, there. Excellent. This, there. Perfect. 7. Out. Boom. Just like that, we have sorted out... Well, I hope we've sorted out our production. You've called me in... Goku, you've called me in here for 16 coins worth of wooden gears. Are you serious? What an absolute joke. What a joke. Alright. Okay, what do we need in order to make more... What do we need in order to make more healing potions? We need more flax fibers. See... I think the nursery... I mean, now that we've got the clay consistent... I think we might have a capacity issue. I mean, the belt is obviously still moving at a really, really good speed. And I think we are supplying... I mean, I don't know how many... I don't know what the... I don't know how flax seeds... I don't know how fast they come out. That's the problem, right? But we do need to maybe think about getting even more. And I mean, if I could like double up my grinders, for example, that would be really good. But I don't think that my belt is going to be able to support more. As in, I don't think a single slow-moving belt is going to be able to support more grinders. So we'll just end up using like the first 3 grinders anyway. Which is it's a problem. It's a problem. I also don't really have the space to build more nurseries over here. I mean, there is space here, but I mean that would be right on the edge of my slot. Could build it there. I mean, yeah. I'm just realizing, why the heck not? Why the heck not? I mean, I do own it. I mean, even though it is technically at the very periphery of my establishment, it's not like I don't own it. And I'll stop it from looking ugly. Don't you worry about that. Right, so we buy 1 more thing of that. That's good. And we're going to have to use an elevator here to elevate. Absolutely fine. Select seeds. That is the right type of seed, isn't it? It is the right type of seed. It's good. Then, I mean, we want to introduce... yep, there. We want to introduce the seeds directly to the... This is crazy. This is absolutely bonkers. But what we need to do is we basically need to introduce the new seeds to the line like here. Okay, you know what? Time for this to be removed. Time for this to be removed. Time for this to be removed. Confirm. So, we go 8T there. And then this new line will come in. I mean, you can see exactly what I'm thinking. I've probably not communicated that splendidly, but you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. There we go. 7. And, yep, we will elevate. We will elevate over the elevator. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ludicrous. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. Yeah, do I have any missions that I can actually, like, get done as opposed to just running out of money? This is maybe possible. No, that's not possible. That's definitely not possible. I mean, 80 turquoise. How much am I up to? I'm up to 10%. I got 10% of that. 35% of that. So we're not a million miles away. Healing potion is what is required. We need 2 healing potions. That's the issue. Well, I mean, we are partly, anyway, going to be solving the healing potion issue. Yep. By getting that down there. We need to get another grinder. Just one, though. I mean, I don't think... There we go. I don't think we can actually support the grinder, to be honest. Yeah, this amount of rope is fine. It's good. This is good. I don't think we can support 3 grinders with just 1 nursery. I also feel like... I mean, can I even squeeze like a 4th one in here? It's a bit bold. It's a bit bold. It might be possible, but yeah, why bother like doing that all in there? I could just do it somewhere else and then just move the resources across, which is what I probably should have done in the first place, but who cares? The belt has never been so full of flax stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little belt bypass here. Delete this. Yep. And get a replacement belt in here. There we go. Perfect. So now at least we should have a slightly better setup. There we go. Which means that the flax fiber should be flowing a little bit more freely. I don't know if that'll be the case, but we will at least try. I maybe could split the sort of 2 production sources in half, but yeah, whatever. Actually, what I do want to do, just for the sake of order of operations, let's flip this around so that you link up to... No. Delete this. Yeah. So that you link up to there. And then you link up to there. Perfect. Yeah, that's a bit better, I think. That's a little bit better. So that at least now we're going to have full supply to the... to that area. To the rope. Which is nice. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. I think that's going to be enough. We'll add a bunch of flax fiber over here manually. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it won't be enough. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. It looks good though. Hey, we're starting to backlog. We're starting to backlog along the top there. That's nice. Starting to backlog a little bit along the top, along here as well, which is good. And if we're limited with sage, then you know that's a good, it's a good place to be in. How are we doing over here, red currant wise? We're making a decent amount of red currant wine, but it's still without a doubt the limiting factor. We have got loads of quicklime coming across the top here. Also, now that I'm a pro storage operator. Switch form, switch form. Oh, look at that. That is so good. I mean, we can just, like, we can make a whole belt of these things. We can literally make a whole belt of these things. That is such a great setup. That is such a great setup. And it's working. I mean, it's working absolutely as it should. It is a little bit funky, but it's fine. Right. Yep. We are out of stone. Let's pick up stone. Let's not pick up stone. I have flax that should not be in my inventory. Well, let's go and plop it down in this box. There we go. And 1 bit of stone. Thank you very much. Add limestone. 1 bit of stone. Add limestone. 1 bit of stone. Add limestone. It'd be nice if I was able to sell back some of the excess, like, limestone and logs that I've purchased, or that I have been auto-billed for. Which is quite a lot. Quite a lot. Also, look at the powder. Look at the charcoal powder. That is coming back. That is coming back. I guess because clay-wise we are not quite backlogging clay, but we're getting there. Sand, I think we have got probably a little bit of a bottleneck on this specific bit of belt here, but I'm really not that bothered, to be honest with you. I'm really not that bothered. Do I care about selling healing potions? I almost feel like I don't. Let's divert the healing potions to making vitality. Turquoise. Good. Up to 54. Nice. And up to 15. So that's good. With a little bit of a healing potion diversion, I think we will get to our objective of 80 turquoise and 100 vitality potions in no time. Is there any research that I want to do? Let's get the shaper. Sure, let's get the shaper. I don't know what we're going to be doing with the wooden pulley. absolutely no idea whatsoever. But I can get a Jupiter as well, and then maybe we can make some... I mean, what is the recipe for it? It's 1,200 wood. Oh. 1,200 wood, 1,800 small gears, 800 pulleys. So we need pulleys as well. Ah, pulleys will require ropes. I told you we would need something to do with ropes. The more that I look at this setup, by the way, the more I kind of, like, absolutely hate it. I just feel like it's not good enough. Right. I presume we can... Yeah, we can sell this. And that would end all of our financial issues. Like, that would fix our financial issues. Like, totally. Totally and completely. So yeah, whilst we're waiting for this to happen, which is now going to be happening much quicker because we're getting more healing potions coming through. It's a pretty good supply of healing potions, to be honest. It would be nice if I had more healing potions, but it's alright. So what's the issue likely to be? It is now switched from flax to sage powder. That is absolutely remarkable how that happens. Research finished. Let's get the Jupiter next. And the wooden pulley needs to be made in the proximity next to rope, which is here. And wood, which is here. I mean, we are buffering wood here as well as here. So we can always change this area to be a setup for making whatever it is the heck that we need to make. Where do we make the pulley? It's made in an assembler. So, this thing. We got space here. Heck yeah. Okay, let's do this here. Let's make pulleys here. We're gonna do this. We're absolutely gonna do this. So, the assembler is gonna make the pulleys. We've now completed the Jupiter. We'll grab this as well, in the vain hope that somebody will actually buy my thing. 300 pulleys. 1,800. Okay, you know what? That's fine. What is this made in? It's made in a shaper. How big is the shaper? That's what I worry about. Ooh, metal storage box. We don't have one of those yet. The shaper's not big. Right. I'm gonna delete this, and it's gonna put a bag in place, and that's gonna give you some large wooden gears. Do I have anything that I can offload right now? Ugh, honestly, not really. So here's what I'm gonna do. Very, very sophisticated solution here. You know what? Let's build this metal box. Great. Offload some of the junk that I clearly don't need into this area. Quicklime powder. Don't need any of it. Right, we're kind of on a time frame here. We need to get... So we need to get rope. Rope is going to come down. We're going to do another really, really dodgy run. Yeah, we'll change the configuration of that box at the end there. There's only like 50 rope in it anyway. We need more nails. Yoink, 200, split, yoink 100 back so that we don't stress the iron out too much. Although, actually, how much iron do we have? A decent amount. Although we are 100% out of iron. So, you know what? Let's, whilst my inventory is currently free, let's go and sort this out. There must be a way to upgrade iron, by the way. Add one. Yeah, the clicking on that doesn't really seem to work. I don't know why. It takes a few goes to get it up and running. Right. Okay. Now, before we have to pay our bills, get this all to come through here. So wood is going to go in over there, and then rope is going to go in over here. We will get a downward slope into there. Excellent. We can reconfigure this box. Yes, we can reconfigure this box, and I can actually delete this one without it complaining at me. Reconfigure this. In fact, do I even need to reconfigure the box? I should. It's best practice, right? So reconfigure the box, get this out of the way, and actually just take this all back so that we can bring in that into there, that into there. Ditch this. Perfect. Then I did say that we would get... Oh, no, look, I can use another box. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Because then we go into there, out of here. Is this even going to be enough rope production? I'm not sure. But It's good. It's good enough. Right, so we'll add the 200 rope. I'm going to keep 20 because I need them to make the pulleys on the elevator things. But that's good. So, not enough ingredients for the linen threads. Flax fibers, they're still coming through thick and fast. I could get another flax fiber machine in here somewhere. It would be very, very tight to do. So I'm not going to do it. But if I need to, I can. Right, so the linen rope is coming. That's great. Next is a shaper. Is that all that we need? Let's get the shaper to output here. Yeah, so we'll do that, because then that will be... all of our small gears will come in through this side. I mean, there are 3 inputs, so it doesn't really matter, but we're actually pretty darn close to having all of the goods anyway. Wood, let's cut this out here. Wood can... it's probably best if wood came in through this box. So let's cut you out. Yep. Then let's get a small box, but we'll do... oh, yep, thank you very much. We made 9k, we spent 20k. That's sustainable, isn't it? Yeah, do this. That's fine. Yep. And then I want to just bring this up to the top of the table. Nice. And then across. And then in there. Is that a good solution, though? Because I'm going to need more small gears to eventually replenish... replenish the operation. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Right, are we now making... we're now making pulleys. Fantastic. This is going to take a while to manufacture, I will say. It's going to take a while to manufacture. The shaper, yeah, let's put this, like, right here as an output. I mean, it's going to take... what is it? I mean, 1,000... oh, okay, good. So we can at least start the process of making it. It just takes time. And it's going to consume a lot of resources. I am pretty certain that the resource that we are going to be able to not keep up with is the pulleys. Takes 2 logs. Not enough ingredients. Yeah, so it's the logs that are the... it's the logs that are the pesky bits. I mean... how many logs are required for this? 2 logs here? I mean, if there's spare capacity going, we can always just divert it from there. But, I mean, I'm not that bothered about it. We've got loads of logs, so I can add... I can only add 20. Rearrange. That helps out a bit. I can only add 20 at a time, but... yeah, that's good. Here's the problem, though. I need to get the little gears. I need to get the little gears over here. And I've not really got a solution for that. So let's just do, frankly, the most basic derivative option that apparently I am just applying to every problem that I have right now. There we go. And take it over to there, just in case I need to add a 3rd input. Delete, delete. Cool. Just in the nick of time as well. Delete that as well. 8, go down. Brilliant. And across the top. Nice. Okay, we're already 5% through the Jupiter. Amazing, 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 amazing. It would be more sensible if I had buffered... I'll add some wood back in there. It would have been more sensible if I had buffered more wood in anticipation of this, but... whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Nice. Okay. What do we got here? Any quests that I can do? The video game is quite good at giving me quests. I would love to be able to do that for you. The video game is quite good at giving me quests that I really cannot manage to solve. Right, 180 iron. Oh, it's the easiest. It's the easiest money of all time. As the video game decides to give me a little bit of respite there. Right, should I pay a bill with this cash that I've got? 4 days ago, 15,000, 16,000. Late fee? Oh, I didn't realize I was getting charged a late fee. So 4 days is apparently when you start to get charged a late fee. Well, there you go. That's bills for you. Right, how are we doing over here? No, we're close. 81, 81 and 40. That's good. That's really, really good. It's presumably just healing potions, is it? It's not healing potions anymore. It is quicklime. You know. I mean, it's fine. It's looking good. Have we got any resources coming through? No. A lot of them are just not happening. What do we... Oh, it's glass there. That's fine. Right. Yeah, let's get more lime for here. I mean, I've bought the stuff already. So I need more lime to crush. That's part of the problem. I need more lime to crush. I'm gonna need another crucible. Can I destroy this without... I don't think I can destroy this without... Yeah, without destroying the whole thing. But what I can do is I can build another... Let's see if I can try and do that. It's gonna be a bit of a pain to do, but let's go and deal with the customers first. Right, no more healing potions, please. Not like it really matters. But I'm not selling them anymore. Could sell vitality potions, but I want to progress the quest. Yeah, so the problem with this setup, you know what, I'm just going to do it. Screw it, I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Is that what I need? It's exactly what I need. Right. Confirm. Beautiful. Then we punt one of these suckers right in here. So the reason why it's important that we set it up in this exact configuration is because all that I will need to do is... I cannot believe that this is actually going to work, but all that I need to do is set the belts to go... the output belts to go in that direction. Then we rebuild this, and then we set the transport belts to go in that direction. And then all I need to do is connect this up. I mean, I might need an elevator at the end here. Overlaps with other devices. Even if I need to do that. I mean, I don't even need an elevator. What am I talking about? There we go. So that will just link up. So all I now need is more stone to come through this way. And, of course, the... Oh, that's in the wrong direction, isn't it? Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I should move that round so that the entrance is in a slightly better configuration. Right, sell. Good. I would like to be able to repay another bill, ideally by the end of today. Although I now realize that that is an optimistic way of thinking. Right, so that's what we need. That is much better. Crucible, same output, same configuration. And we've mostly got all of the stuff here. I actually can't believe that this works. This just perfectly integrates with my existing setup. That is so nice. That is really, really nice, in fact. I'm going to build another crusher right here. Going to build this in there. T. Yep, perfect. 7. Excellent. Add 2 stones to here. Yep. And then we need to add the stones to that belt over there, which I'm gonna keep the existing setup that I've got. Might be a little bit annoying, but it's workable. You need to go down. You need to go down there. And then we go up here. Perfect. So yeah, that will work. And now we need to get yet another crazy suspension bridge style thing going. Beautiful. Works like an absolute dream, apart from the fact that my nails are now stuck at the other side. Split. There we go. 9 T 9 T. Superb. Rotate. And in there. Good. Right, now all we need to do is deal with the input, which is going to be done very, very swiftly. Love it. Absolutely flippin' love it. So that will give us a guaranteed bunch of additional, what is this, quicklime powder, I think is what it is. And that is going to mean that we get more turquoise. We're already up to 48, which is perfect. Okay, customers. I don't think we can lose customers, by the way. I think I've gone such a long time without serving them that if we do lose them, maybe they just walk out. I'm not sure, but I've never seen it happen. Cool. 5 iron nails. It's just what I always wanted to sell you, buddy. Just what I always wanted to sell you. How's my clay looking? I feel like I've not really focused on clay in a while. How is my shaper doing? We're 25% of the way through already. Amazing. It looks like the issue is now small wooden gears. Ha ha. I've had the last laugh here, folks, because I hate these darn things. They are so numerous, and I'm so glad that we're getting rid of thousands of them. And in fact, I've got 17 more that we can try and get rid of. Can I... Yeah, can I just, like, add some of these excess ones? We're not actually buffering. Although I can buffer. I can buffer... I could buffer with a chest to have large wooden gears, but I don't think I actually do. Do want to, nor do I need to. Right, small wooden gears. Yep, we're still selling them. The mortars, I think, are probably my best seller. Out of all this time, I think they're probably my best seller. And I'm very much okay with that, because they are a heck of a lot easier to click on and sell than these stupid little wooden gears. Okay. It's good, though. It's good. 27%. Making nice progress. Speaking of nice progress, how's it going over here? 97 vitality potions. And already 50 turquoise. Nice. Nice. Additional quicklime is coming through, which is fantastic. Crusher is crushing at a decent pace. That means that we're getting more outputs. Are we seeing any backlog on the belt? Yes, we are. That's okay. We planned for this eventuality. Let's get 3, 4 more grinders, which is almost certainly more than the belt can handle, just in terms of resource movement. But there should be no backlogs. There should be no backlogs at all. We should be moving through all of this stuff very, very quickly indeed. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I can squeeze in another large gear manufacturer here. And that is bold, but I think... I mean, it's the only thing that I need to get more... we need 7. We need to come from... I guess we can come from here, actually. Yeah, it's the only thing that I need in order to get more... In order to get more progress made on my... big thing up there. Yeah, so... Am I going to have to change the way that you're buffered? No, it's fine. We'll just elevate and escalate and de-elevate. That's the phrase that I was looking for. Okay, so we go down here. This is... this feels like we're really trying to optimize a very limited amount of space. But it's okay. There we go. Looks good. And now we are now manufacturing more small wooden gears, which will help with the big old Jupiter thing. Do I have a shelf to sell it on? Jewelry stand. Displaying and selling art crafts. Okay, so that is an art craft. It's an art craft stand. Okay, it is 8 o'clock at night, and I have yet to sell these patrons their wares. Well, my wares, I suppose. Good. Can I build an art craft stand? I absolutely can. So it's here. I think, to be brutally honest with you, we're not going to be making... Well, at the moment anyway, we're not going to be making any of these things. I mean, we literally just have one. We have one Jupiter that is being made. Oh, look, you can see it. You can see it being made, like, layer by layer. How cool is that? That is really cool. It's looking good, though. This is looking good. And I think, honestly, that third one, that processor right in there, That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really, really chuffed with how that's coming together. I wonder, could I do something with the... Oh yeah, I can get the research. I forgot about that. 50 linen. Logistics efficiency, 200 small gears. Can I make that happen? Can I do that? I absolutely can. Factory efficiency, what does this do? Factory working speed plus 50%? I mean, why did I not get this before? This is fantastic. This is really good. Have I got more of the small gears in here? No, just the big ones, unfortunately. That's good. We did it. Factory working speed is now 50%. 50% more. Research efficiency is slightly increased with turquoise. Action speed can be increased. Fuel efficiency is 400 planks. I mean, that's an absolute no-brainer, right? Because I've got the goods for that. In fact, I already had the goods, to be fair. But fuel efficiency. I can do it here! Automatic checkout. I can do it here. We need turquoise. To be fair, I've only just got the turquoise anyway, so it's not like it really matters. But we need 50 healing potions. I have probably got 50 healing potions. You know that? Oh, I love this. I love this. Yeah, so I basically just got 20... Well, not long ago, got 20 checkouts. Store environment. Logistics efficiency, 200 small gears, backpack efficiency. Yeah, I'm gonna get the 50 healing potion thing sorted, and then we're gonna get the automatic checkout. Right, I think I've got 100. I have absolutely got 100 of these, so that's good. Let's cut this off for now, so that all of our quicklime goes into the right place. This is looking better. This is looking better. It's not quite sorted yet. Like, we still need more. No, I see. Our crusher has run out of stuff to crush. Here we go. Add and add. How much do you have left? 62%. That's good enough for me. Yeah. So that's fine. Right. Fuel efficiency is increased as well. That's really nice. Action speed, research efficiency. I don't really care about the research efficiency, to be honest. It's totally fine. Store environment. Yeah, 60 healing potions, 50 healing potions, whatever it is. Let's get it. Yep. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it is quite an advanced bit of research, the automatic checkout. But the fact that we are able to automatically just do it is fantastic. Right, so the only thing that is stopping us from reaching the next level is about 20, 30 turquoise. And I can put all of these things back into there. The healing potions can quite comfortably sit in here. I mean, we're still going to need more quicklime to come through. But that's fine. So the automatic checkout, does it automatically appear? It automatically appears. Oh, video game, video game, video game. I knew there was a checkout. I knew it was possible. So glad that I've got it. Right, 200 small gears in order to get logistics efficiency up, conveyor belt speed, and conveyor belt lifter speed. That is a huge upgrade if we can get it. I can't get it at the moment because we are working on the Jupiter, which is so darn important in order to get our cash for tomorrow. Yeah, bill was 3 days ago. Any bulk order that I want to get done? Not really. They all require stuff that I don't really want to give up. I also haven't done anything with bricks yet. Oh, man. Now that I don't have to deal with that, that's just such a great... That's such a great thing. Okay. Let's go to sleep, actually. I think time still moves... I think time still moves forward. So, I'm not going to lose out on anything. Yep, expenses. I realize my expenses are high. Let's go and see. Did time move forward? Did we manage to make this any more? I don't actually know. I don't think we've made any progress. Not sure. Not sure. It's fine. It's fine. There's a little bit... Yeah, so because our factory speed is now increased, but our logistics speed isn't, we're starting to see some of these processes just start to get a little bit backlogged. And if they're going to get a little bit backlogged, that means that we need to get a bit of belt. How is the quest stuff doing? 29,000 for a Jupiter. That's good. 65 wooden pulleys is actually probably possible right now. I mean, I could take some of them out of here, but I mean, I don't really want to. The other thing that we need to consider now is that we're not backlogging any wood. We've got a slight bit of wood over here, but most of it, nay, all of it is going into this operation. If I do get that upgrade, if I get the upgrade that gives me, sure. If I get the upgrade that gives me the increased belt speed, then that is going to pretty much eliminate everything. Right, lime water. Looks like we got plenty of lime water, actually, in order to make this whole process work. Yep, so pretty soon we're going to be limited by healing potions, which is a-okay. We are making some sweet, sweet progress. We need only like 19 more. Very nice. Should we see our automated sales desk in action? First customers of the day. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's not exactly lightning fast. But at the end of the day, right, it means that I don't need to monitor things here. That is so good. That is so good. This is automatic tycoon. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so we could probably do with getting more healing potion capacity. It's going to be a little bit challenging to squeeze in there. But, I mean, maybe if I got the modular wooden platforms, a small platform half a floor high. You know what? I'm going to research that just because I really want to. 10 more. We are, what is that? 9 turquoise away from leveling up in the main quest. 11 days in. We are at level 4. Here's the thing. I'm not sure when this build, this demo build, this preview build of the game actually ends. I honestly thought it would have ended by now. But the fact that it hasn't is great. I feel like it shows a tremendous degree of confidence in the game and in the developers, and they are absolutely right to feel this way, because this is absolutely phenomenal. Right, let's see. Where is the floor? Buildings. So here's what I want to do. Can I build on top of a table? I can build on top of a table. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I was thinking about, right? It's maybe a bit tall. Can I reduce the height? Knowing this game, I will probably be able to reduce the height. No, I'm not able to reduce the height. Is there another bit of research that I can maybe get? There's some wooden stairs that I can get. Wooden floor, modular wooden floor. Wooden railing. Yeah. So here's what I could do, right? This is what I was thinking. Also, it's so darn cheap to build some of these support structures. So if I build that there, right? All I theoretically need to do in order to make this work is basically, I mean, can I go into blueprint mode? No, I did not mean to do that. Cancel this. Blueprint mode. Yep, blueprint mode. I want to copy all this. Perfect. Select the target and all objects above it. Selected, but okay, then I go switch mode E, and then do I don't know. I literally don't know how to, I don't know how this blueprint mode works. I'm not sure. Copy recipe? Yeah, recipe copied, but I want to do that with the, blueprints. I want to do that with the blueprints. Confirm. Ah, so we have to confirm first. Okay, that makes total sense, Potato. Right, cancel. So blueprints, we want to do... There we go. Right. So copy all this. This is absolutely bonkers. This is bonkers. Okay, we confirm that. We build up here. We need 30 small gears in order to make it work. Okay, I need to stop... I clearly need to stop that. We need 30 small gears in order to make it work. That is some of them right there. And I'm going to be able to yoink other ones from here. We need to get... Actually, to be fair, if I got 200 small gears first, that would be a not terrible thing to do. 75% of the way through that. That's perfect. Right, back into blueprint mode. We're going to need to blueprint again. But it's okay. Right. That. Confirm. I mean, pretty much there. good enough, right? And can I jump up here? I can jump up here. So now you can probably, you can probably tell about 1 billion miles away what my plan was here. But if I do this, no, that's the wrong type of way around. Wrong type of way around again, and then rotate around here, up. Good. We need more rope. We need more rope. That's okay. Can I reach the box from up here? Can I crouch? I can crouch and reach it. Amazing. Okay. Uncrouch. 0. Cool. Nice. Nice. I cannot believe this is gonna work. I cannot believe this is gonna work. Right. Here's the conundrum that I have now, though. Where on earth am I gonna split the sage line from? I'm probably gonna have to split it from, like, over here. Yeah. I'm gonna do this because it will be the least intrusive. The least intrusive sort of building that I'm gonna do. Right. I wonder if we could get, like, a sky bridge or something like that, you know? That'd be quite cool. It's okay. I can just move this back. Don't delete the floor, though. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in big trouble. We go 0 here. Just use a conveyor. It's fine. T to switch modes. Rotate around. 0. T. Yep. Hold down the mouse button. Perfect. Good. This is absolutely crazy. This is fantastic. This is so much fun. This is literally, I think this is literally, now, this has gone, for me, this was a complete unknown when I jumped in. Now I think this is my most anticipated factory builder of the year. Without a shadow of a doubt, actually. This is insanely good. And such good fun. Right. How on earth do we get this stuff down? Easily is I think the answer. It's only going to be some health potions, so it's not like we need to think too much about it. There we go. The bigger issue is how the heck I can consistently get up here. I mean, I need to be jumping from the crusher, which I think is the tallest thing in the area. But of course, now I've built that thing, it's a bit of a problem. Right, can I just... Okay, I can see from up here. It's good enough. We run out of ingredients, that's fine. Thought there was some major issue with that. Yoink that. Okay. This... Good news is, right, once I'm... That was close, almost didn't spot that bit. There we go. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that this is working. We have doubled... Oh, I jumped up here. We have doubled our output now. So I probably need more sage, to be fair. And we don't buffer sage here. And you know what? You know what I can do to buffer? Do you know what I can do to buffer? You bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to use this newfangled recipe that I've discovered recently. Also, look at that. Not a single customer waiting. All automated. Nails? Yep. Selling them, mate. I'm so confident that I can reconnect this setup back up. I think. That's good. How much turquoise do we have? Oh, I mean, loads of turquoise. Loads of turquoise. Oh, that is superb. That is superb. Have we almost finished this? We got to finish the Jupiter, right? We absolutely have to finish the Jupiter. There is no question in my mind as to whether or not we can not finish the Jupiter. We do need to get more... We do need to get more belt speed. Not enough speed. Yeah, I appreciate that. We definitely need to get more belt speed. Alternatively, we could just get a second belt to just direct it straight on in. Which is actually fairly easy for us to do here. Because all that I would need to do is this. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not going to be pretty, but pretty much nothing in this operation is pretty. But it is all functional. I will leave that route open, so we will still divert half down there, but just the excess to stop us, like, wasting time here. There we go. That's exactly what we'll do. Because it was pretty obvious that this processor was just processing too many small gears, and they were just backlogging. Hence why I removed them. And now we're punting it straight on into the Jupiter, which is great. And that is going to hopefully save all... Deal with all... late fee. That's fine, though. Okay, we paid the bill. Yes. I've now hopefully got everything in place that we need in order to try and get this Jupiter done. And I am absolutely loving this. If I haven't said it enough, I really like this game. I really rate this game. You should absolutely play the demo. This is an unbelievably comprehensive demo. I think I've got like 6 hours out of it. I don't even know if I'm at the end. We'll see when I level up the main quest. I'm a little bit scared about leveling up the main quest just because it could theoretically finish my fun. And I'm having far too much of it. You need a little bit more stone. Let's... Yeah, you're almost out. You are not almost out. That's fine. Got lots of junk in my inventory right now. Oh, we got loads of quicklime here. That's good to see. Right, let's go and pop some stuff down into this chest. Sage? Why the heck do I have sage? Let's put the sage into here. Good. And let's pick up a few bits of stone. 1, 2, 3. Nope, let's not pick up a third bit of stone, because that would be too much. 1, 2. This is why I need an inventory upgrade, isn't it? That's why I should have got the inventory upgrades a little bit earlier on. There we go. Cool. I'm glad that the turquoise, by the way, I'm glad that it was 20 turquoise in order to get the automatic sales thing. Because otherwise I feel like I would have gone a little bit stir crazy, just constantly going back and forth. 95%! We're so close to being there. We're so close to being there. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. The thing is, though, I can't really afford to build another one after this, because I need to get 200 gears. Okay, let's go sleep, because I want to see... I mean, we're going to be obviously building that tomorrow. I've paid off... How much money did I make today? I actually care about this now, because I'm not in the shop. Obviously, we are still, like, horrifically unprofitable, but 96%, we're getting there. But with the combination of quest rewards, we're pretty, we're pretty even. Right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Daily auto restock. Yeah, it's a dodgy business, this, having this over here. Probably should have just built another one over this area so that we don't have so many sitting on belts. I mean, this must be hundreds of thousands of coins worth of stuff on the belt. Yeah, I mean, loads. Come on, finish this Jupiter. Let's get this done. 98%? 99%? I can help out. I'll help out with the last 1%. How about that? There we go. We did it! We did it! Look at this sucker. I'll pick you up right now. Okay. Shop is going to be open. I do have the art stand. Nice. Look at this. Look at this. Anything that I want to get. Yeah, we got a late fee now. That's fine. I want to know... Ooh, random quest. 12k? Yeah, I will do that. No, I will not do that. Actually, will I do that? Do I have the vitality potions to do it? I mean, I've got 100 vitality potions there. I did disconnect the vitality potion manufacturing complex, but I might be able to still do it nonetheless. I'll reconnect it, because there's a good chance that I can do both here. There we go. Quicklime powder. Put the quicklime powder into here. Get you processing. It's good. Yeah, and I think we've actually buffered... Yeah, we buffered a decent amount of quicklime powder, so... 30 of these suckers probably not gonna be too prohibitive. I am gonna look to see if I can get a conical flask. I think that is gonna be like a buffer. If I can put that in here, I could buffer all of the juice. And instead of buffering the berries, which is what I'm doing right now, I could buffer the juice whilst I'm waiting for other stuff to happen. So we'll see if that can happen. Right. Oh, you picked up the Jupiter. You picked up the Jupiter. I can't disable you, I guess. But I will just watch this come through. I don't know how many silver coins makes a bronze coin, or how many bronze coins make a silver coin. There you go. Yours is the Jupiter. There we go. Okay. Can I see if I can pay this off now? Pay bill? Right. I don't know the conversion. But I did pay it off, and I lost both of my silver coins there. Back to square one with the Jupiter, I guess. Back to square one. Clear the recipe on the Jupiter. I do not want to deal with that again. Right. Let's get this random quest done. That's 30 potions. That's actually the exact number that I happen to need right now. So yoink that in there, yoink that in there. Definitely won't come back to bite me in the backside, will it? No, no, it absolutely won't. Right, nails. Fill that up. And am I actually going to be... Am I going to be debt-free? I'm pretty close, haven't I? Yep. Bills, 3 days ago. Can pay it. And then, quests, let's submit it. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, that is the end of the demo. That concludes the content prepared in this demo. You're welcome to continue exploring. The following sections are still in development. We can't guarantee save data from the demo will carry over to release. Wait, you're telling me that I can actually... You're telling me that I can actually research this? You're telling me that this demo will allow me to go past the end of the content and explore more stuff? So, I mean, it looks like area number 5 is pretty implemented. I mean... Copper ingot, steel ingot. What the heck? This is a demo? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game. This is a full game right here. This is a demo? I feel like I've barely scratched the surface on what's possible. Oh, man. I mean, well, we're going to wrap things up here. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments, because I am... very, very keen to see more. This is, without a doubt, one of the most impressive demos that I have ever played. I mean, full stop, ever. This is an unbelievably tight factory builder. Mechanics feel fantastic. What a fantastic premise. I absolutely love it. I love the shop mechanics. I love the research tech tree. I love the upgrades. We've not even got the fast belts yet, but who cares, whatever. Wow. Really, really good. You should absolutely check this demo out. I believe that it is going to be up until about the 4th of August. So, yeah, check it out. Strike whilst the iron is hot, ladies and gents, because this is phenomenal. Right, on that note, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.